All right, everybody, it's time for you to get out and nominate your favorite podcasts. There's a show I want you to consider for the People's Choice Podcast Awards. Writers and Illustrators of the Future podcast in 3 categories: education, storyteller and drama, and arts. For 5 years and with over 280 weekly episodes and 64 million plus downloads, the Writers and Illustrators of the Future podcast has provided advice and tips from international best-selling authors, world-class artists, contest judges and winners, and industry professionals. It is based on the world-famous Writers of the Future contest created in 1983 by L. Ron Hubbard to help the aspiring writer and artist no matter their age, race, ethnicity, or gender. It is dedicated to the future of storytelling and art by showing that it is never too late to start, and those who make it are those who never give up. We are all busy, but I'd be so grateful if you could take a moment and vote now. Go to podcastawards.com to nominate the Writers and Illustrators of the Future podcast in any or all 3 of the categories: education, storyteller, drama, or art.
Tune in to UFO Undercover, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, with your host, Joe Montaldo, right here on the Paranormal Radio Network.
News on the flip side. It's time for you to get out and nominate your favorite podcast. There's an amazing show I want you to consider for the People's Choice Podcast Awards. The News on the Flip Side, in the category of politics and news. News on the Flip Side is a much different news and political program, which is not deemed as opinion news. Listen as anchor host Joe Montaldo brings you just the facts from trusted sources, which will allow you, the people, to make up your own minds on the various stories being reported on. Go to podcastawards.com to nominate the News on the Flip Side in the category of news and politics. That's podcastawards.com. Please take a moment and vote now.
And as a woman said, get your ass out and vote. I actually distinctly heard her say, get your ass out and vote. I know, no, I heard it. Don't try to deny it.
I heard it too.
I heard it, and that's what she said.
By the way, so if you don't do it, she says she will come get you.
And I'm sticking to that story. But anyway, guys, before we come back, we got a little music for y'all, and then we'll get back and get into the deep breath, the world of Kamala Harris.
So if you're going to play this song pretty much illustrates the Democrats' hopes for winning the presidency.
Yes, and this is one of the reasons we're playing it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, so stay tuned.
I'm giving up on society, up on my family, up on your social disease. I'm giving up on the industry, up on democracy, done with all your hypocrisy. All of the chaos and all of the lies I hate. I'm wasting here, can anyone wash it all away? I'm waiting here for anyone to wash it all away. Wash it all away. I'm giving up on the media feeds my hysteria. Sick of living down on my knees. I'm giving up on morality feeds my brutality. Fuck what you think about me. All of the chaos and all of the lies I hate. I'm wasting here, can anyone wash it all away? I'm upon everything. I'm wasting here, can anyone wash it all away? I'm waiting here for anyone to wash it all away. Wash it all away. I'm wasting here with everyone, just wash it all away. I'm waiting here for anyone to wash it all away. Wash it all away. Wash it all away.
People, get your ass out and vote. All right, welcome back to News on the Flip Side. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I did. I've been in one of those kind of moods lately, so I hope everybody did enjoy it. It's been a bit. Hey Roseanne, how you doing? It's been a bit on the how we can say this, crazy side, weird side, strange side. It's like living in the twilight zone when you look at politics right now. You're kind of like, really, is this what's going on? I still ain't quite sure how the Obamas, the Clintons, and the Bidens get to pick the Democratic candidate. I mean, I've got a lot of Democratic friends, and they're pissed. I mean, they're pissed. They don't want her. They don't like her, and they really don't think she can beat Trump. They don't care what any polls or any bullshit playing. And the Z-Geners might be liking her now, but wait till all them videos come out of her like, yeah, man, and I have you been to the border? Well, well, no, but I haven't been to Europe either. I'm like, what the did she just say? She ain't been to Europe either. What the does that have anything to do with? You're the border czar. You're supposed to be keeping them 20 million people out of our country that you just let in, roaming around, acting like asses. I mean, and you want to be president of the country. What are you going to run? Who are you going to run? I don't think anybody will pay attention to you.
I'll tell you what she's going to run. She's going to run this country into the ground. Just like
Joe
she
Biden can. I don't know if anybody's going to pay attention to her.
I tell you, she has a zero chance. She has just as much chance. She has less chance than Biden even. What was it last week when we did the polls? Iowa, he was up 34% just from the split. I mean, come on.
And wait now. And when you see all these polls, none of these polls with Trump versus Harris has Kennedy in them. None of them.
Well, they did the same thing with Biden.
You know what?
Because anywhere Kennedy's in, she's losing just like Biden was.
But I hear Kennedy's going to drop out and endorse Donald Trump.
Well, if he does, then that'll put Trump over the top. That'll put him over the top. But, I think Trump's going to make him stay in and give him a cabinet position when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Because he reached in because he can start attacking Harris now. He didn't like Biden. I don't think he likes Harris either. So they're going to be doubling up on her. And really and truly, when you listen to some of the videos, you're just like, we're swapping one idiot for another idiot. And
I don't know if he's smart, he shouldn't point out anything mean about her being a female or say anything. He should be as subdued as he was in the last meeting with Biden.
He'll be cool, and he's not going to say anything about it being female. He don't really care.
He's got that no filter mouth thing going on. But
he don't usually attack like that.
He could lose the war in one sentence.
Yeah, but he don't usually attack like that. Now Vance does. Vance has said things about women a couple of times, but Trump hasn't. I think Trump knows where to stay because I didn't hear it in any of the other two elections. I never heard him talk negative about women. So, it's not, and I don't see why he's going to do it now just because Kamala is a candidate. He's going to talk about Kamala because she's an idiot.
Well, did he talk bad about Hillary?
Oh yeah. You mean Hillary? You mean Hillary Clinton? He talked Hillary Clinton. Yeah. It's all he did was talk bad about Hillary.
He couldn't utter a sentence without saying something mean about her.
There is a big cheat here. So if Kamala had to span out her run over the last year, her polling numbers would be like 10 or 12 points below Trump. But now she's only got to hold it out for 2 months or 3 months, and that's it. And if the media gets behind her, she can probably hold that. I don't know if it's still going to be enough to beat him, but it can make for a much, much closer race. But really and truly, if the country had to listen to her for a year, there's no shot in hell. Even the younger people wouldn't vote for her because she's an idiot. And, plus she's not showing everything she's given by President Biden to do turned to shit. And I know Trump's going to start making ads about that, and he's going to be all over with it. But you know what's even worse for her, which is one of the articles we'll talk about in a minute, is that it seems like the media doesn't like her. So it's let me see if I can find it. I mean, it just seems like the media. See, see this one. Kamala Harris dealt triple swing state polling blow first in 1 week. So that just says she's down, and we'll have to check those. But yeah, we'll talk about all these. There's some good articles up in here, man. Oh yeah, baby, there's some good ones up in here. What the hell was I looking for again?
Something on Kamila.
Yeah, well, we got all kinds of stuff on Kamila, but. Supreme, that's not it. It's down here at the end somewhere. I know that. God, why does the writing get so close? What the hell? Everything was posted huge on my screen. Everything's all little. Oh, I love this one. The bloodless coup of Joe Biden will not go without. What does it say? Will not work out for the Democrats. We'll talk about that one too. This is about the Ukraine here. This is this is interesting too, but that's not for now. We talked about the diamond planet, but we're going to talk about it again. That's about young voters registering. That's about the new hypersonic jet. That's the Supreme Court. Oh, that's good. Where the hell is this? Well, maybe I didn't. I thought I could swore I had it in here. Oh, wait. Is this it? Hold on. Oh, to prove fatal to Kamala Harris, the media gaslights voters by rewriting her past.
By what? By rewriting, what do they mean? By changing her past?
Yeah, trying to make it sound better than what it was. But the problem with that is there's too many videos of what she said. And you're not going to be able to say they're fake news because they're the originals. So the new stuff would always be considered fake news. It's like that coquetry comment. And I'm trying to think who turned it into a meme. Nobody I know even uses. And she was the only one. When she gave that joke, she was the only one in the entire audience that laughed. It's like the desperate part of our society is jumping on her. Because when I talk to Z-Gen, most of them are not voting for her. So in all the news is jumping on is the desperate ones that are jumping on her because they're desperate. It's they can't lose to Trump. They just can't. It's the same crybabies that happened last time. I mean, it's we got a problem in our country that needs to be dealt with, but I don't know how they're going to deal with it. It's more of a parent problem than it is anything else.
We can't even really begin to panic yet because although she's the presumptive candidate, she hasn't won the DNC candidacy yet. So they could snub her and go with someone else. We don't know. They're that unpredictable at this point.
Well, I know this. They a group put together $3 million to start a mini primary because there's a lot of Democrats that don't want her to be the president. Even if she wins, they don't want her. There are too many better people out there, and that's what they're saying. Why are we putting this laughing jackass up there when there are far better candidates? We have several good governors. The Chicago governor, the New York governor, well, not the Cali governor, he just sucks, but the Pennsylvania governor. There's actually some decent Democratic governors who would actually probably do a decent job if they won. But not the laughing jackass. She's not going to do it. What's that, Kirby? Yeah, we're going to start that. We're not going to let off until the whole country calling her a laughing jackass. That's right. Have you heard her laugh? Really? We're going to play some later. Oh, yeah, you'll get to hear her laugh. So I was sent over 100 video clips, which we're going to probably do 5 or 8 tonight. But everyone, she's laughing. It's anytime she's put under scrutiny or question or forgets something, she laughs. That's her thing.
Yeah.
So if the country would have to listen to this for a year, she would be so far behind Donald Trump right now, it wouldn't even be funny. So people are just now starting to find out about who she really is. Just starting to find out about her record. And I was listening to a Democrat spin a record the other day. I called into their show and I said, have you been smoking crack on this show or something? I said, I've actually got the real facts instead of the true facts, as you like to call them. This is the real facts. Oh, no. And I read them out and I said, it's backed up by law enforcement. I said, so where'd you get your facts from? Off the internet somewhere? Maybe Facebook or Twitch or maybe TikTok. Oh, that's probably where you got them from, TikTok. So Putin's already called and talked to Trump, by the way. And so has whatever his name is. And Netanyahu has also. A couple other world leaders. I think there's been 7 world leaders already call and talk to him. Because they know they're not calling and talking to Kamala. And Kamala snubbed Netanyahu. She didn't go to his speech. So that tells you how she feels about them right off the bat.
Why is that, Joe? Why did the Democrats?
It's not the Democrats, it's Kamala. So if you look at her record, she's a very hardcore progressive. She's she's more left than AOC is.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully they'll bring it out. But if they bring out her voting record and go just by what she voted on as a senator, I mean, she's lefty. We don't want her anywhere around the presidency. And now they want her to bring on a Butterbutt who screwed up the transportation system in our country so bad they said it's going to take 2 decades to untangle it. What's that, Jennifer? Yes, he is gay. Mm-hmm. He'd be the first vice president, first gay vice president, or at least openly gay vice president who had a gay husband. Yes, that's what it would be. I don't know. I don't think the country cares so much that he's gay, is that he's a moron. Oh yeah, he's another one. Everything he touches turns to crap. Well, I did hear what Van said about the children thing. So there are a lot of Democrats in power that are childless, and it is one of the reasons they have after birth abortions and a lot of other things that the other side don't have because they have kids and they actually care about the child. So, when does a child become viable has always been the argument for abortion. Well, after birth, I'm sure it's viable. It wouldn't be no different killing a 10-hour-old baby or a 10-year-old kid. It's the same thing. It's murder. So I don't know how anybody tries to justify that. Anything really. I remember my son was 3 or 4 months old. If I talked to him, he'd roll around and do stuff and kick and shit. And if I was screaming about something, he would, tension up and roll in a ball. So he was reacting, which means he was aware, which means he was alive. So that's at like 3.5 months. So anything after that, well, is murder. And it's murder anyway, because if Jay walked up and punched you in the stomach until you had a miscarriage, he'd go to jail for murder. But if you went to the abortion clinic, you wouldn't. Well, whoa, wait a minute. How can it be murder for one and not for the other? I mean, it's either a viable life form or it's not. And if it's not, then it's not murder. And more people are fighting this now because they're kind of like, well, that is true. You can't have it both ways. No, it's like a hating on man thing is what it is. Yeah, it's hating on men thing. If a woman says murder the bastard, it's okay. But if a man does, it's not. Oh, what the hell is that? And why can't a man have any say in his baby's demise? In case he wants to keep it or something. So there are a lot going on in our country that needs to be addressed. And men's rights when it comes to children definitely needs to be addressed.
Yes, it does.
It's being fought in a lot of states, so it's changing, but it's got a long ways to go. Because the way it works is right now, if you're a woman and you get pregnant and you say, okay, John Doe over there got me pregnant, he's got to pay child support. But if John Doe says, I want you to abort the baby, and you don't, why is he still responsible? Because if you wanted to abort the baby, there's nothing he could say about it. You would just go abort it, and he would just be like, fiddly dee.
Yeah, what's that? What's the argument? What's the saying they use? My body, my something or other. Or my body, my choice.
Yeah.
But really, there is 2 choices. There's 3 choices there. You got the child has no say. You got the father, who's oftentimes the woman doesn't even tell them they're getting the abortion, and then you have the woman who decides yes or no. It's kind of like one-sided.
And,
And
I've always thought it was hypocritical of women when they say that my body, because one, there's a baby in you that has a body, so you're not
That's
willing
a
to give
heartbeat.
it, you're not willing to give it the rights that you want. It might even be a female baby, and you're still not willing to give it the rights that you want, the rights
Or
that you want
already
to have. You're not willing to extend to that baby. Why? Because you were lazy, and you didn't make the old man use a condom, or you didn't take your birth control. I mean, you're a grown ass adult, but I never understood why we punish the baby for mistakes of the adults. I never understood that. What's that, Jim? No, I'm not anti-abortion, but it's just some things just seem to me to be shitty because you don't know who you're killing. Cancer could have already been cured. We may have already killed the guy who's going to cure cancer or the girl who's going to cure cancer. Yeah, well, we may have also killed the next Jack the Ripper. That's true, but I mean, we don't know because we don't have a chance to know.
It's a double-edged sword. It's the guy who's going to invent the cure for all
anybody,
cancer.
including any liberals, anybody who thinks killing 30 million babies is a good thing. Please come talk to us or put your hand up and tell us about it. Really, I'm serious. I mean, if you think that's okay. And remember, that's just in the United States. We're not even talking worldwide. We're just talking the United States. The number gets astronomical when you go worldwide. Yeah, but y'all are fine with that? I think it's 34 million babies dead now over the last.
But they also have the morning after pill, which isn't really an abortion pill. It prevents the entire possibility from happening. It makes everything go away, but it's $25 a pill. You don't need a prescription to get it, but it's $25 a pill. And if, a girl's like, let's just say more than regularly active, $25 a shot, that's, it stacks up. So but in Europe, I think the pill is for free or like, $1, whatever, really cheap. So they don't have the same problem with, with the abortion. It's that they don't have as many people getting pregnant because of the morning after pill.
Yeah, well, they are like some clinics will give them to you free, just like they'll give condoms for. Matter of fact, in case y'all didn't know this, ladies and gentlemen, all clinics across the United States are actually mandated to carry condoms, so you can walk into any of them and get free condoms. So really and truly, there's no reason to ever get anybody pregnant. I mean, it really isn't. That's just laziness. And again, we're making somebody else pay for your laziness. I don't even see how that's right.
Years ago, I saw an interview, Joe, with it was I think it was in Georgia, because that's where I was, but I don't know where the abortion clinic was. I believe the abortion clinic was a Georgia state clinic, but it could be anywhere else. But so they were talking to the clerk who worked there, and she said, they asked her who comes in for free condoms, and you know what her answer was?
No
the
one.
Prostitutes.
Well, that's at least they do.
Get free condoms and then go out and work.
Well, at least they're smart enough to get the damn things.
So,
what's that, Jackie? No, I mean, look, it's. I'm not judging. So this is what it comes down to. I don't know whatever you believe in, Jack. I mean, it's different for everybody. But if you believe in God, then the only person you have to worry, or the only being you have to worry about judging you is God. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what the Pope says. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It was between you and your keeper, not us. Shit, trust me. When I get up there, I'm gonna be like, well, I didn't exactly mean to do that or that either. But you know what? I don't know if it's gonna matter. He, she, or it might be going. Well, Joe, you were too. That's not stupidity. Is not an excuse. So, what's that? No, I'm serious. I mean. It's not up to us. It's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's legal, and nobody's going to do you anything or say anything about it. And if that's your choice, that's your choice. Yeah, Jeffrey, that's what it is. It's not. It's your choice. That's what it comes down to. Your choice. No, I mean, there's nothing. And it comes right down to it. It has nothing. It doesn't matter what I say. You can listen to what I say. You can say, "Oh, he's stupid." It doesn't matter. In the end, it's your choice. I don't know. I guess we'll all find out. When we die, we'll find out. Look, everybody who's alive today, or most everybody who's alive today, has done something stupid. Abortion is a thing. A good friend of mine's wife had one, and she flipped out afterwards because she's pretty sure she's going to burn in hell now. Her words, not mine. And it was damaging, seriously damaging to her. And she's not the only one. I have seen lots of other people that it's been seriously damaging to. It's a lot to deal with. How do you deal with it? I mean, it's a decision I'm glad I don't have to make. I'll be honest with you, ladies. And I don't want to criticize y'all because it's a decision I never have to make. It's when it comes right down to it, it doesn't matter what I say or you say or anybody else says. It's your decision. You're the one that has to live with it. You're the one that, and you know what? It doesn't bother some women at all. I know a couple of girls that have had more than 6. It's illegal to have more than 3 where I live, but I don't even know now. Mississippi and Louisiana laws have changed.
That was the max.
Yeah. Oh no, they were flying out to Cali and getting them in places like that, up to DC. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, just we see that's always been my problem with abortion. It gets used as birth control. Well, yeah, that's what it is, birth control. It's birth control at the expense of a baby. And then there's always the thing about
after the fact birth control.
Yeah. But then there's always the thing about we could have only wished Kamila's parents would have been using birth control. But anyway.
Who's to say they didn't and who's to say that they didn't and she survived?
Oh well, we don't even want to think that. No, then she's divine intervention. We don't want to be thinking that. Oh man, don't even give her that. Oh, God. We don't even want to think about things like that. What's that?
Just suggesting that the lack of oxygen is maybe what made her stupid, but I don't know.
wait, what? No, I mean it's what it is what it is, people. I've always had the thing where if a dad wanted to take the baby and raise it, I've often wondered why the mom's not willing to carry it. And you always get the same argument, well, it's my body. Well, it is your body. But it's only 8 months that your body's being used.
Economics should also follow. If one or both parents also don't have enough income to support a baby, maybe that's a good argument for the abortion. And maybe if one or both have enough income and one of them wants it and the other one doesn't, another argument for one of them keeping the child.
If the father comes up and says, "Look, I'm willing to pay for everything, the hospital bill, the I'll take it and raise it. You don't never have to even see it. I'll just take care of it for life." I don't think the wife should be allowed to have an abortion, or the girlfriend should be allowed to have an abortion, because then there's a reason for that child to be alive. Your body for 8 months. Well, think about the dad for the next 50 years. Yeah. Come on, people. I have kids.
He will resent.
I have kids. I have stepkids, and let me tell you what. Well, no, you got to raise kids. You love your kids. That's the whole point. And they'll drive you crazy, though, is the point I'm making. So for 8 months, you're going to bitch and complain because you're pregnant and because you had unprotected, stupid sex, which is your fault in the first damn place. And, but you're not willing to have that baby so somebody can take it and raise it and maybe make it into something good instead of something dead. So I think there should be conditions for that. I don't think it should just be randomly allowed, because I don't think the excuse "it's my body for the next 9 months" is an excuse, especially if you're a young person. I don't think it's an excuse at all. I think it's bullshit, because what was that, John? No, you're not a dad, aren't you? Yeah, see, I can tell. Well, because it's not just emotional stress for dads; it's financial stress for dad. It's physical stress. Having children give you a damn heart attack, dude. Even when they're grown.
We were talking about this the other day at lunch.
Job.
This you'll like this. You'll appreciate this. I don't have a lot here, but what I do have back here is actually still brown. And another friend of mine who works there is also has still brown hair. And they asked us, "How come you guys don't have gray hair?" And I said, "No kids." And the other guy said, "No kids." All of my friends who have kids, "Oh, this is gray." And so is this. The only thing I have is my beard is gray. Yeah.
Look, and that's just from one kid.
Well, this is still brown, so I'm happy with that. But this is freaking white. I look like ho-ho, man.
I tell everybody I earned these. I earned these. Great.
Yes, by having children. Christopher, that's the point. So I got another question. Okay, so let's say that the dad says I can't, and then he tells his mom and his grandmom, and so these are pro abortion girls, and they're all like, okay, abortion, yeah, well, she should be allowed to have abortion. Then he said, well, Mom, I want to take the kid and raise it. So when I brought that up at several lectures I did, it was like, wait, what? And then when you ask the mom and the grandma, no, they want the kid. Whether they're pro-abortion or not, they want the kid. And then their whole attitude changes because then it's no longer some distant child that they're disassociated with. Yeah. This is their grandchild you're talking about now. This is your son's child that this woman wants to abort. That changes the whole parameter of the argument. I have seen so many women turn so many other women over this that it's not even funny. It's because it's true. They're all pro abortion, and then all of a sudden when it becomes their children, then all of a sudden they're pro life. They're like, oh, wait a minute now, no.
Change, clearly,
you go find somebody else's baby to abort. You get the hell off of ours. What's that, Denise?
What about also the kids that are underage? Usually the only people who have any say in it is the parents of the girl. Parents of the girl can say yes or no to the abortion, and whether the girl wants to have it or not. If the parents say to the doctor, abort the child, the doctor has no choice until that child is 18 and emancipated. The parents can tell the doctor to do whatever they want.
Yeah, it is true. They can. It's different in different states. At 17, and like where I live, they can't do it anymore. The girl can just say "screw you," and a girl can go out and have an abortion at 17. So, they put so much on these kids. I mean, come on. They want to let kids in their teens and even preteens have sex changes. Really? Mm-hmm. Give me a fucking break, man. I mean, grow up. Let them get to at least 21. Maybe talk to a couple of psychologists, and if they still want to have a sex change, yeah. But you shouldn't just drop this on a teen because really and truly.
Well, there was a couple somewhere in the country that were letting an 8-year-old try to transition, and taken to court and forced to stop it.
Oh, man.
I think it's a drastic decision. I would never make it, but if someone wants to do it, fine, whatever. But like you said, wait. I think the male human brain isn't mature until like the age of 26, whereas the female brain is mature at 21 ish.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's true anymore. I think that's changed. It's when I was growing up, that was pretty true. But today, some of these girls are not as mature as some of these guys. It's definitely seeming to change. I don't know why.
That kind of a drastic physical change, physically altering your body permanently without being reversible. That's a huge decision. It should, there should be an age limit. It should, like cigarettes, 21 years old. Boom.
Well, you know what? It was funny. Most states, and I don't know how many still do it, but most states said you had to live that way in that body for 3 years before you could have a sex change, and at least talk to a counselor at least 3 or 4 times in that 3 years, because you need to know it's real. Because people, and y'all go check this stuff for yourself. 66% of everybody who turns gay goes back straight, usually within 10 years or less. So you go get a sex change, and all of a sudden you have a different feel. Well, you got to remember, people, when you're young and dumb, that's why we call it young and dumb, you got a lot of hormones raging all over the place. And those hormones stay in place for a while, and you get caught up in stuff, and you think this will change things. And then when you get into the real world and you get into your 30s, you're like, oh, shit, was I a moron? It's like the people that tattoo all their faces up and can't get a job and bitch about it. Really? Really? And you're going to bitch about it. No, you come walking to my place of business with like a skull over your face and demon shit on your neck. No, I'm not hiring you. And I'm going to tell you, if you ask me, no, it's because of your tattoos. My customers would find them offensive. Please don't come back. I find you offensive. What, Jimmy? No, you can be free service to anybody you want to. Yeah, that's an old wise tale that people can sue you. They can try to sue you over it. I mean, if you say, oh, you're stupid and gay and you refuse service, yeah, they can sue you over something like that. But if you just say, hey, no, I have customers complaining about you or you're scaring them or whatever, no, you can refuse service. You don't have to give somebody a job if you don't want to. Most companies, if you're a tattoo show, they won't even hire you. There's always going to be companies that do, but there's a lot more companies that don't.
There's some companies that won't let you have facial piercings or anything more than like just your ears. and no weird colors like purple or whatever non-natural hair colors.
And almost all food places don't even allow earrings for anybody because they could
Not
follow
at
the
all.
Full of
food.
food, yeah.
And then
So,
being a meat cutter, you're not even allowed to wear your wedding ring.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine. Get caught on something or get lost. No, but no, Chris. I mean, there's rules for rules. There's the reason we have some rules. And what do you mean, Stephanie? No, if you want to be gay, that's your business. I don't care. People forget I'm from New Orleans. I grew up in the gay community. You don't. So New Orleans, it's hard to explain how New Orleans is, but so New Orleans is, we'll say between the 2/3 through the French Quarter all the way into the Marigny is a huge gay community. I mean, huge. So there's no way you can mix and play in there without mixing and playing with all of them as well. So that's one of the things that makes New Orleans great. It is truly a melting pot, especially in the city. There's all kind of people and everybody's milling around. And like when the gay or the Essence Fest and all of them come or a gay pride comes. So it is allowed to get totally naked in the French Quarter, but you have to be painted. And you have to be painted, and you have to be painted in a tasteful way so that your parts don't really look like they're standing up. They don't care, though. So they just close the quarter down and they tell anybody going into it, this is what's going on. And you're allowed to go if you want to go watch,
Some of the artwork, though, Joe, I haven't been to Mardi Gras, but some of the artwork on nude bodies where they just the airbrush like clothes. There's ones where they have like very buxom girls and they spray paint like a football jersey or a baseball jersey on top of it.
They do really good ones. I've seen some really good ones.
Unless you look like this, you can't tell at first glance. Oh, she's wearing a baseball jersey. No,
actually, Denise suspect there's people who do it for a living all over the quarter. So when those kind of festivals going on, they'll be all over the place.
Joe, there's a television show of like Runway, like what's your name show, Runway. There's a event, a contest show for airbrushers that airbrush nude models. I've seen it. It's pretty cool.
What is this? What is this one? Somebody sent us. We'll put this one up in a minute. Let's see. What is this one? Black folks slow, and even when they see the info, still can't keep it real. What the hell is that? We'll have to go back. Oh, wait. We're going to go with this one first. Let's get this one queued up first. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to listen to a few Kamala Harris. Well, I don't know what you call them. This one's from CNN. This one is from a pre-debate when Tulsi Gabbard and Kamala Harris were running for president of the United States. Remember when Kamala Harris ran for president, she only got 2% of the vote. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even get invited to the next debate.
Let me guess. That 2% was her mom and her dad.
Probably. But the point is she only got 2%. So in a real primary, would she be the candidate? And that's the question that has to be asked. And the Democrats are trying to beat around the bush and not ask it, but I don't know if they're going to have a chance. There it is. Because a lot of people seem to be pissed about this. Where is how you turn?
A lot of Democrats are talking out about this too. It's like, how are you just randomly saying that she's the one?
Yeah, no, that's why they said they wanted to do their own primary to put it in there. So let's go in and put this in the stage with us, stage right. Put that in there. Okay, let's hit the play button. And away we go.
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. Evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris.
So there's one for y'all. And Tulsi was just getting warmed up. They made her shut up.
Yeah.
They're like, Tulsi, you know what, baby? She's like, baby, we love you, but you got to shut up, sweetheart. We can't, we can't give you all the time. It's not right to, what's that, Janice? Oh no, we got a few of these we're going to be playing. Why? If you got some, you can send them to me. Is this a play or is this? Wait, what is this? Oh yeah. So let me put this up here where y'all can see this. Where the hell are y'all? There y'all are. Present, share your mama. Put it up there. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Where's the StreamYard at? There we are. So let's see what this says. Let's see, scroll it down a little bit. Let's go back over there. So Kamala Harris, California's Kamala Harris becomes the first Indian American U.S. Senator. That's an outright, complete lie. Now wait, here comes the next one. Biden picks Kamala Harris as her running mate, first black woman. And she ain't a black woman.
No.
So both of these are a lie. But yet Democrats are out there, oh, well, this will never not be funny. People is nuts, man. People behave yourselves out there posting shit. Oh no, James, I have had a lot of this sent, and a lot of this is posted on my. Oh wait, here's something for y'all. This is out of my backyard. This is just a side weird note. Let me show y'all something. This lives in my backyard. Y'all gonna love this. Oh no, it's not gonna let me have. Oh yeah, it is. There we go. Share. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is an osprey. I have a breeding pair that live on my property, and they are beautiful. I mean, I also got some eagles that don't live on this property, but don't live too far away. Thank God they don't, because I got Chihuahua. So, but this is a beautiful bird. It's truly just a really beautiful bird, and it's been here. We've had the property for almost 10 years now, and they've been here the entire time. And if it's not them, man, we used to have Woody the Woodpecker all over the effing place.
Oh.
It was freaking insane, man. I mean, we had them little red. No, dude, I'm not. Y'all think I'm playing with y'all? No, no. Oh, what this one? Okay, yeah, this one. We're gonna play this one. Hold on, Jackie. We're gonna play your video. Let me pull it up. This one's where she. I don't know why you think this is so relevant to what we're talking about. Well, we'll play it. We don't mind. Let me go find this over here. There we go. Add to stage. Let's go put it on the video so y'all can hear it. I already put it up there, didn't I? Okay. Bam, bam.
Is it a video?
Yeah, can y'all hear it?
No, it's not even moving.
Hold on, let me come back over there with y'all. What the hell? Facebook. Yeah, why did y'all got that part? Oh, that's why, because I'm a dumbass. Okay, hold on.
Bring it up in Chrome or not in Chrome?
No, it wasn't that. I got it's on Facebook, but the video's open in a different thing, and I just forgot and put the Facebook up instead of this. That's all that was.
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down.
You gotta give her credit, man.
Excuse my language.
Oh, Kamala, we love you, baby. We love you. We love you. What's that, Jackie? No, that's actually good. I mean, she sounded pretty good there. She was drunk, mind you, but she sounded. Yeah. If you listen to her, she slurs a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, she does. So she does drink a lot. I don't know what to tell you. Don't hate on me. I don't make her put the bottle in the mouth. No, she just actually. I think what it really is she does a lot of flying.
Yeah, or limousining.
Yeah. No, I think that's all it is.
Yeah. She's not driving or flying the plane, so she's getting into the
she's not trying to be a drunkard. She's just trying to be relaxed. And sometimes, you know, when you get too relaxed, you sound like a doofball. Trust me, I know. I thought I was funny when I was drunk quite a few times. And people look at me like, you know, Joe, you're stupid, right? I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I will knock you in the head. It's just it's life.
Everyone down south says, I'm just going to knock you in the head.
That's because we do. And then we feed them to the gators.
Knock you in the head.
knock you in the head and feed you to the gators. That's how we do it.
Can't you like think of some other kind of saying than not?
No, because the other ones that we say, if you say on air, we'll get you put in jail. So you can't say those. Or a lot of times I'll say, "Let me introduce you to Martha," and people are like, "Well, that's not a bad saying." Joe, I said, "No, it really is," and they're like, "No," I said, "No, let me introduce you to Martha," and they're like, "Well, I don't understand," and then I put Martha, and they're like, "Oh shit, I understand now." It's like,
it's crazy, guys, and you know how Joe Biden was so outspoken for Joe. You don't hear jack shit from her now, man. It's like they fell off the face of the earth, and he's still the president of the United States
because he loves us.
Well, I think maybe somebody somebody in the CIA or the hidden governments that are out there found out that she was secretly running the country instead of him, and they're like, "Look, he steps down, or one of you dies." I would not be surprised if that's his real reason.
I thought about that, Jay. I thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's. What's that, Jackie? No. That's not how I like. Wait, hold on. I lost y'all anyway, so let me go back and find y'all again. Well, I got multiple streams open, so it's easy to lose these guys from time to time. Do I think Camilla's going to win? If God wants her to. Other than that, I don't think she's going to win. But no, because she's been polling. Yeah, she's been polling. Yeah, she's been polling below Trump the entire time. Quite a bit below Trump. She might be getting a little bounce right now, but this is the honeymoon bounce. This is going to be over. There's none of the swing states. None of the swing states she's ahead in.
Well, even if all the people who are polling for Biden, all of the people who are polling, the legitimate people who are polling for Biden, if they all jump on her bandwagon, she still doesn't have enough to beat Trump.
Yeah, she doesn't. But it's worse than that, because even though there are a lot of Z-Geners registering to vote, not all of them are going to vote for Kamala. And plus, there's a lot of Democrats that have said they're not going to vote for Kamala Harris. And, they keep saying, "Oh, the party's energized." No, it's not energized. Nobody I'm talking to is energized. Everybody I'm talking to is pissed. And so, I don't know what energized people other than some 12-year-olds or 18-year-olds somewhere. But when you talk to the meat and potatoes of their party, they're not happy about this. This is a coup. This is what this was. This was a, as the article says, this was a bloodless coup. They took away from Joe. They threw Kamala in as somebody who's easily controllable because she's a laughing jackass. And we, the people, are going to be the ones that pay for it if she gets in. Look, the world leaders won't even talk to her. Worse than that, Saudi said if she becomes president, they will not sell oil to us anymore.
Really?
You mean, yeah. So do y'all, ladies and gentlemen, have any idea how much we're going to pay? Because the Democrats won't drill. So do you know how much more we're going to pay? Gas, where I live, is going to be $5 a gallon, which means where Jay lives, it's going to be $8 a gallon.
Or 10.
Or in Cali, it's going to be $20 a gallon. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's just another thing to push us to that electric car we all don't want.
Hey, Joe, is that what the Democrats are doing, is pushing the electric car? Is that why they're not drilling?
They're not, but...
no, they're not drilling because it's environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Not friendly, I'm sorry. And but they don't really care about that. Because Democrats don't have any money in oil, they don't care. And they don't really have any money in electric cars. And more and more, I bet you, I tell y'all this, ladies and gentlemen, I got some homework for our listeners. I already know the answer to this, but so go see how many Congress people, House reps, and senators drive electric cars. Go see. Does Nancy Pelosi drive an electric car?
Nope.
No, I don't think her Bentley is electric. Chuck Schumer has an electric car? No, I don't think he has one either. Do the Obamas? No. Do the Obamas' daughters? No.
Maybe.
Do the Hillarys have an electric car?
I don't think so.
No. Chelsea said she wouldn't drive one if you freaking gave it to her. Chelsea Clinton. She don't want one of them things. So, and you don't even see that many remember, even the Democrat elites, like the Hollywood people, you don't see many of them driving electric cars. Because you know why? Electric cars suck. One day they might not, but they suck. We have hydrogen, which is way better than electric, and I don't know why we don't use it, because it's everywhere.
We use it at my work on all the forklift trucks.
See, there you go, guys. People, no, Tesla makes good cars, but come on. Okay, so I go downstairs get my
They make
Toyota
good cars,
Camry.
but they make ugly trucks. Have you seen that
Ooh,
truck?
they make
there?
ugly
Oh,
cars
God,
too.
yeah.
They make ugly cars too. But anyway, Elon, I love you, but your whole vehicle thing is ugly. I think he does that shit on purpose just to sit here
It
and
looks
watch me
like,
make
what it
good.
looks like? His truck looks like RoboCop and DeLorean had a bastard child, and that's the result.
But I did like the bed capacity when the thing folds back. That was kind of nice.
And
inside it's kind of nice, but outside it does look like something from the apocalypse, people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he made him, because he thinks the apocalypse is coming. So that's going to be
Looks like something that
that's
rolled off of a Battlestar Galactica set.
It does kind of. The old Battlestar Galactica set. Electric cars. Okay, Jimmy, like I was getting ready to say. So I go downstairs and get my Toyota Camry. I get about 32 miles to the gallon. If I fill it up, I'll get about 500 miles to a tank. Well, that's in the highway. In the city. If I'm in the highway, it gets a little better than that. But I'm driving a 2016, so it's a little.
Okay, so mine's 2021. I'm getting like 36 to 38.
Yeah, they get a little better, and they're actually a little bit bigger too than the one.
Yes, it's huge. Yeah.
It's 2 inches wider. It's the same length, same height. It's just 2 inches wider. They had to do that.
It took me a while to get used to it. I had been driving Toyota Corollas for the last 15 years or whatever. And I got into this thing. I was like, damn, this thing's a damn land yacht.
It's the mid-range Toyota. That's what it is. They're nice cars, and they're usually fast as shit. Even the 4-cylinders are quick. No, guys, even the 4-cylinders are quick. Yeah, the 4-cylinders will do 130, 140. The V6 is haul ass. Yeah, they'll keep up with any sports car anywhere. It's 160, 165, 170. Yeah, you'd be surprised how fast they get.
My Corolla S with the 6-speed manual transmission, I could take almost any car as long as it wasn't like either naturally aspirated or had like NOS systems attached to it.
It's no, I used to. Oh man, anyway, we're not going to get into that because I don't want y'all to know I drive like a maniac, so we're not going to talk about that. But
yeah, we've heard about you, Joe.
but the point is so I go get my electric car out. Boom, boom, boom. I get 275 miles to my electric car. Then I got to stop for like 5 hours and charge my car if I can find a place to charge it. And the electricity costs twice as much as my gasoline does. Okay. So by the time that electric car is gone, I filled up my tank at least one time and have driven probably 1,200 miles, where it's driven less than 300. So when you're on a long trip, when it's all said and done, I will arrive probably 3 days before the electric car does. Yeah, now I have noticed. Okay.
Was there a senator that did an experiment with that electrical car? Wasn't she supposed to, or a Congress lady, got into an electrical car and started to go cross country, and she never made it?
Probably not, because there's not enough outlets to go.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, there's minimal.
Well, a friend of mine back in the mid 90s, we said, okay, it would be easy to build an electric car 2 ways, either with a self-generating, putting generators on each wheel and make it self-generating, self-charging, or just to do it simply, put a big electric engine in there with the whole works, and in the trunk install a little 5-horsepower gas generator. So in other words, a tank of gas would get you, 120, 130 miles per gallon. So you can still fill your car up with 20 gallons of gasoline, and that tank, that little 5-horsepower motor would run forever, and it would keep your battery charged. And it would only need it when it would come on its own. So if everything was charged, it would just turn off, so it wouldn't overcharge stuff. So we talked about this, and we never could get the funding to do it. But so now I've been watching people putting those little racks in the back of their Teslas and strapping gas generators to them and plugging it into their car. So people, they got power. They keep their car charged while they're driving. I just don't know why, and we had talked about it for a long time. We tried all over, and people say, oh, it's not going to work. I'm like, what do you mean it's not going to work? And then all of a sudden, about 5 years after that, the Prius came out, which is a hybrid, gas and electric. And then now they actually have the one we talked about doing. If we didn't have the money, I'd be a freaking billionaire now.
Well,
I'd be hanging out with y'all going, yeah, I'm a billionaire.
the hydrogen cell we're using at my work is, I believe, the very one that in the 1980s this dude invented. And it runs off of like distilled water, and it turns into like O3 and something else. Hydrogen and O3, I think, is the gas fumes that come out of it. But they offered him $1 billion back then, and then he wound up dead several days before he was paid.
There, you gotta wonder what happened with that.
Yeah, and guess who had that technology? Toyota.
Well, you know, Toyota got this stuff together, man. What's that, Jackie? Actually, we're getting ready to go take a break in a minute.
Wow, that was quick.
And well, we're actually past a few minutes, but
yeah, I see that now.
No. Wait, what? No. We're gonna go to break. Yes, we're gonna go to break. Idiots. Anyway, we're gonna go to break, and then when we come back from break, we'll start talking a little bit more about, you know, Shawn's new girlfriend, Kamila, and then we will honestly go from there. No, he started.
Going to be the first man of the White House.
You know what?
Right. He's going to be the first man.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed for Fig Newtons, man.
Oh my God! Listen at him. What are we gonna do with him, man? Oh my God! Did y'all hear this? He's trading in Fig Newtons for
Kool-Aid, Joe. He's drunk the Kool-Aid.
Oh, what are we gonna do, people? I'm just scared now. I don't think about that. What, Jimmy? No, we're getting ready to put this on. This is we're gonna go to break for a couple minutes, and we'll be playing a couple promos when we come back, and then we will be back. And we got a couple more news articles, and then we will be into poll time. So
good
yes,
tune.
Yes,
Good
y'all
tune.
all stay tuned for that, and we will see you in a few minutes.
You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got, set them free at the break of dawn, till one by one they were gone. Back at base, box in the software, flash the message, something's out there, floating in the summer sky. 99 red balloons go by. Red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic belt, it's red alert. There's something here from somewhere else. The war machine springs to life, opens up one eager eye, focusing it on the sky. 99 red balloons go by.
Yeah, go by, people.
99 decisions treat, 99 ministers meet to worry, super scary. Call the troops out in a hurry. This is what we've waited for. This is it, boys. This is war. The president is on the line. It's 99 red balloons go by. Super high-tech jet fighters. Everyone's a silver hero. Everyone's a Captain Kirk with orders to identify, to clarify and classify. Scramble in the summer sky. 99 red balloons go by. Red balloons. 99 dreams I have had, everyone a red balloon. It's all over and I'm standing pretty in this dust that was the city. If I could find a souvenir just to prove the world was here. And here is a red balloon. I think of you and let it go.
Dun, 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 dun.
That song was 1984, and it really mirrored the political climate of the 80s. It's 1984, middle of the 80s, but it also perfectly mirrors today's political climate. I mean, everything she's talking about sounds like exactly what we experienced this exact year right now, up to date.
It's so much. Well, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago about some other weird stuff that's going on, and it just seems like there's a lot of repeating going on. How's that? That might be a better way of saying it. It just seems like we're repeating ourselves in a lot of ways. It's as a society, we're already back to, let's talk about blowing each other up with nukes again. I mean, that was going on. Yeah, that was going on before I was born.
70, 80 years ago, yeah.
And then we're back to that full circle now. They're actually talking about...
But still, the three of us, we lived through the height of the Cold War with the threat of nuclear war was, didn't bother us as kids, I'm sure, but our parents, I think, were worried to death for decades until perestroika or glasnost or whatever it is when the wall came down. After that, we've had relatively no real threats of nuclear explosions or wars except for that idiot in Korea. And then now all of a sudden it's the Cold War's back on again. I mean, it's like bam.
I think the Cold War is here in the States between the Democrats and the Republicans, dude.
No, that's a hot war. Unfortunately, they are shooting at each other, Shawn. That's a hot war.
They so they've been in DC last couple of days riding over Netanyahu being there and storming the Capitol and doing all kinds of stuff. Well, why isn't that an insurrection? I mean, they're in DC doing it. I mean, why aren't we? I mean, they're trying to go in there and change people's minds, and wanting people to get murdered. I keep hearing everybody telling Yahoo to take the deal. So I asked somebody today. I said, "Well, what's the deal?" Well, I don't know. I said, "Well, how are you going to tell them to take the deal? You don't even know what it is." I said, I said, and I asked this when I was on the radio in New Orleans yesterday. I said, so let me ask this question since I'm a visiting guest on this show. I said, if someone killed your baby and then stomped its head into the ground and then set it on fire, when we're hoping that's how it happened and not the other way around.
That's not exactly what Netanyahu said. He said they were burning them alive, is what he said.
Well, that's what a lot of people said, and they said they stomped their heads to put the fire out and kill them because it was so horrible. And then, of course, they just walked into the park and shot up a bunch of 13, 14, and 15-year-olds at a concert. So I asked the people, I said, if that was your child, would you be willing to cut this deal? And they were like, well, I said, yeah, you wouldn't be willing to cut this deal. I said, so why do you think these people should settle? Because you, some moron that goes to college, has no clue what's been going on in Palestine and Israel for the last 200 years. I said, but you're going to try to say something?
I think that's the problem with a lot of the youth is that they take up a cause just to take up the cause without finding out the cause or researching it at least. They're just like, oh yeah, let's go with that. And then it's
they're getting paid for that shit.
They could be, that too. They could be getting paid just to have their opinion on the TV.
Well, the flash mobs aren't getting paid. That's just student shit. Somebody says something, a bunch of them got drunk, and next thing you know, they got a cause. It's not the first time it's happened in colleges. Probably won't be the last time it's happened in colleges. But the point is we really need to fix this. I mean, this system is seriously broke. It doesn't seem like it's going to change anytime soon. And it needs to before something bad happens to our country. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, the Americans had to ward off Chinese and Russian bombers over Alaska on 6 occasions now?
Yeah.
They're testing our defenses.
No, they're testing our president. They're not testing our defense. They're testing our president.
Well, you see, you can't
our
really test
defenses work if they're activated.
Yeah, well, but you see, that's automatic. The presidents don't really have much to do with that unless it becomes a war. Or if we have to shoot down a jet or something. Most of all of that is handled through the Pentagon and the Joint Chiefs and stuff like that. That's what they do.
And you don't think they're not talking to the president? Like, hey, there's these planes.
No, they don't until like it crosses into Alaska airspace. They're not going to bother the president with it. The generals will make that decision. They're just as important, and quite a few of the generals and admirals have that rank anyway, so they can make those decisions. And matter of fact, in some cases, they can even order them to fire. So it's a little different. And if they drop a nuke, they don't have to wait for anything. They can just destroy them. But we can't launch nukes without the president's permission or codes.
Right.
But we can defend ourselves. And there's a lot of other things they can do besides that. But they are still limited. I mean, at some point, they have to deal with the president. But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, what is Kamala going to say? She's going to laugh. Well, we got to drop a nuke in Moscow. Ha, 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 ha. Whoa, what is that, a yes or a no? I mean, you're going to have to we're going to have to figure out what ha-ha-ha's a yes and what ha-ha's a no and what ha-ha's a F-U.
Well, the last president to threaten nukes was Bush, and that was during the Iraq War. And he said, Saddam, if you use chemicals or nuclear weapons, we're going to drop nukes on you. And then there was a report that came out that they used chemical weapons on our troops, which was a lie, because later on, years later, that what happened was our troops were affected by the chemicals, but they were only affected because we had ground troops near a bunker that had mustard gas in it, and one of our planes blew it up, not knowing that the troops were downwind of the bunker. And so the gas, after the explosion, all the chemicals from the bombs in there went over our troops. So that did happen.
It's I don't know. See, we're all talking this shit, and sooner or later somebody's going to do something. What's that, Jimmy? You mean Kamala? I don't know if Kamala.
I'm just saying. So far, the last two people that's threatened throwing out nukes, besides that idiot in Korea who actually has thrown out nukes, I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, it shouldn't happen. But I mean, the problem for Putin is he's got to save face. And he's going to have a hard time saving face. So they put out the thing, the cost for Russia to take the other four provinces that they want to take in the Ukraine. 1.8 million more dead, and at least half of their armor will be completely wiped out or more. Not including quite a few of the jets, and probably even more of their Black Sea Navy, which has already taken serious casualties.
Yeah. How many capital ships they took down? 6 or 8, something like that.
It's been some pretty serious ships they took down, not just
capital ships are the big ones. Yeah, carriers and destroyers and things.
So
like that.
they took down one of their big destroyers, and they were like, oh, you would never poop, and it was sank. You should never say. You'd think after the Titanic, everyone would never.
Look what happened to the Titanic. They say they'll never sink. What happened? First voyage, blam.
You would think after the Titanic, everybody would learn not to say that,
not to say stupid shit like that. But
what happened? No, people. Let's not actually talk about that, people. That's not how that actually happened. I don't know.
It's almost like the old famous, redneck's last words. It's either, hey, y'all watch this, or hold my beer. And then something tragic happens. That's what's been going on with Russia.
You know what? It's tough, man, because
it's a hold my beer moment. I mean, he's like, hold my beer. And he goes over into Ukraine and he gets his ass kicked and is still getting his ass kicked.
Yeah. You got to wonder why.
Yeah. Why is he still there? I mean,
he's getting his ass kicked because he's doing like they did in Afghanistan and like we did in Vietnam. He won't commit. Because if he commits, it means he's got to pull all them troops off of Poland, all those NATO countries that border his country. He'll have to pull off from, which leaves him wide open in case NATO decides they want to attack. But he's got nukes. He knows NATO's not going to attack as long as he's got nukes. NATO's not stupid. Well,
NATO has a ban on nukes. So what? Why is he going to follow that? He's not in NATO at all.
And how do they ban it? What 8 of their member countries or 6 of their member countries have nukes?
Yeah.
United States.
Who invented the stuff?
Yeah, and then you've got
Well,
England.
let's not say invented stuff. Let's just say finished the invention.
I don't know. It's kind of funny. What's that, Jackie? Oh no, we're gonna talk about that in a little while. Hold on. Actually, right now I am looking for something else. Roger Ramjet, huh? What an idiot. I haven't heard that expression in a long time. Roger Ramjet. Yeah, it's well, I don't know, Teresa. I mean, the world's definitely a changing place, and we want to be part of this, but it's. I mean, come on, the place is a nightmare. This ain't the world I grew up in. Every time I look around, I'm thinking, where the hell is this?
Nope, mine either.
You know, I mean, I feel like I'm in Neverland or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, Neverland would be pretty cool. It wouldn't be this tragic.
You got a point, but still. Christopher Lee is no, I don't actually think that's how that works. You know what? I wish no, I wish that you could get away with that. I totally 100% wish that's how that worked. Well, because yeah, well, we all wish we could make a wish and everything be the way we want it. Yeah, I'm sure they. Oh, Jesus, I can't even believe you said that. No, I'm voting for Kamala. Who told you I wasn't voting? I'm voting for Kamala. Oh yeah, I'm voting for. Oh yeah, hey baby, no, you know, ever since he said she tastes like a fig Newton, I got to vote for her.
That's right. That's right, brother. I
love
mean,
me some.
I'll bring the fig Newtons, pal.
Just crumble some over Kamala. Some fig Newtons and maybe some Starbucks cappuccino. You know, maybe a double.
See, now we're all going to hell.
Yeah, little devil cappuccino. You pour the cappuccino with the foam and all that whipped cream. Yeah. Well, if y'all didn't notice in that video we were just watching, Tulsi Gabbard was actually darker than Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Figure that out. Well, no, Tulsi's a white girl.
She's from Hawaii, though, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess so, man. Ooh, man, I didn't know she was from Hawaii. Plus, she's an ex-Marine. Shit, I might have to move out there. Go Tulsi. I would vote for Tulsi tomorrow, unless Condoleezza was right running. Then I'd vote for Condi. Oh hell yeah, Condi!
I don't think we're ever going to see Condoleezza.
I would worship at Condi's feet. Oh, Condi, baby, I love you. Because I think she'd make a phenomenal president, vice president. So far, every job she's ever had, she has been fantastic at. She saw that from companies all around the world. She's just good at anything. Doesn't matter what it is. She's just good at it. She knows how to make people do shit. And you know what? The Russians and the Chinese respected her because she was a. Plus, she had Darth Cheney backing her up. That didn't.
She was Darth Cheney's acolyte. Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, he's like, I come for Darth Cheney. Yes, ma'am. We love you. Please don't kill us. And, you know, Baby Bush did whatever he was told. So, you know, the Chinese are like, whoa, wait a minute now. We could die here.
If she were in Star Wars, it would have been like, oh, here's the robot you want.
It's, what do you mean? What are we talking about? Well, first, we got to know about Star Wars. And secondly, we're actually talking about evil Kamala Harris. Yes. No. We were talking about Condoleezza Rice and Tulsi Gabbard.
She still looks hot, dude. You got, I mean, she does.
What's that, Jimmy? No, Shawn needs new glasses. That's all I can tell you. We're gonna buy him some for Christmas. We're gonna get him some new glasses. We're gonna get him some rosy red glasses or some shit for Christmas. It's no, I mean Kamala's just okay. If you go listen, I mean we played some, and I'm gonna play some more. But she's. I hate to be mean. She's an idiot. I mean, she bumbles more than Joe Biden does. I don't even understand that. She's like, I mean, half the interviews I've heard her and she sounds like she's drunk. The other half, she's just babbling. You know, she had a Hindu in upbringing. And I think that's part of it because she tries to sound profound and she sounds stupid.
Well, didn't she also say something about the sun and working on the sun, but only at night, so you don't?
No, that was AOC. That was
Okay.
AOC.
Okay.
That was AOC.
I don't understand why we
Come on.
can't just work at the
I
sun when
got
it's
that
off.
plastered on my wall in my bedroom.
I'm like, really, AOC? Did you really say that? Her dad must have fell out the chair when she said that.
Had to.
My daughter cannot be that dumb. Oh my God, she cannot be that dumb.
Facepalm moment.
What, Rainey? No, I mean it was insane. Oh no, it was insane. No, who? I mean, come on. You learned that in like kindergarten that you can't go to the sun. I mean, come on. I don't know what to think about that. I really don't.
What's her name, Jay? Kamala?
That's a he. This
Kamala,
is Bill
yeah.
Bill Bruford.
She is Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
What's that, Jimmy? I always pronounce her name wrong. Yeah, I call her Kamala.
Well, if she wins the presidency, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong all the time on purpose.
You know, like the oh my gosh, she wins. I'm moving there up by. I'm going to go hang out with Michelle and
yeah.
I'll go to
Canada.
Maybe I'll go over there by Dave Scott or Scott Bakula, as I like to call him.
We can go to Canada and hang out with Prince Pink Pants or whatever.
Oh yeah, there we go. We could do that. You know, Cuba's sounding pretty good these days. I don't know. Maybe we go down to Cuba. I got some relatives that are governors in Venezuela. We can go hang out
I wonder
down
why
there.
they never made Cuba a state.
They would. No, they would. It's
if
just
we had possession of it, they might have, yeah. But,
so,
but on the same token, they haven't made DC a state. They haven't made Guam.
Well, they can't make DC a state. No, they can't make DC a state. That's a no.
But there have been pushes for statehood for the district, and there have been statehood pushes for both Midway Island and some of our other atolls out there in the Pacific.
Yeah, we got atolls. We got Commonwealth. I mean, we got all kind of stupid shit like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico can vote.
Puerto Rico can vote in our national election. They're in a territory of the United States, but they are not. They're not a state. They're not a district.
No, they're a Commonwealth or some crap.
The Commonwealth or Protectorate. I forget what they call it, but yeah.
You know, so
it's akin to being a colony, really, but it's not.
Jackie, you want to know why they won't make none of these states? Because they have to add more stars to the flag, and they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They're like 57 don't sound right. We'd have to go to 60 or maybe 100. I mean, you know, be a big ass flag then, but I don't know, people. It's our country is effed up. You know, we've talked about this in the past. If the United States would have kept all the territory it had at the end of World War II, which was 67% of the planet, we would be a one world planet now. No, because McCarthy said just nuke Russia and take them out, which we should have done, and Russia would have been out of the game, and China would have just surrendered, and we would be a one world government now.
In World War II, though, China was our staunch ally. We had a huge contingent of army, and probably I think we was even a territory of ours called Kwangtung, and that's where the planes for what's his face's Doolittle's raid. That's where they're supposed to land, was in Kwangtung. If we had taken out Russia at the end of World War II when they were weak and beaten up just like everyone else, I think we'd have I don't know about religious. We wouldn't be. We'd still be diverse there, but government-wise, one government, one currency, that would be ideal for the whole planet.
It would be. You know, we all are like, well, you know, why don't we do that? Because apparently we're dumbasses.
We're not, or we're not run by dictators.
Well, we believe that everyone
would have done that.
Yeah, we believe that everyone should be allowed to do their thing. But what I don't understand is, since we didn't make anyone repay us for anything, I mean, we lost a lot of lives and a lot of money, and we got dick out of it. Excuse my language, but we didn't get anything out of it. That war wasn't. We only got in it because the stupid Japan bombed us.
Every country in Europe owes us millions of dollars.
Yes, they do. I mean, and somebody told me, well, the Brits managed to keep from getting defeated. Yeah, because the Americans were over there kicking people's ass. Without the Americans, the Brits would have been defeated. Don't ever fool yourself on that bullshit.
I don't know if people realize this. We had such production power. We were able to stamp out in like the Mattel toy factory manufacturing sites, one-shot 45 caliber guns that were airdropped in occupied France with multilingual cards that says, take this, shoot a Nazi, take his gun, shoot more Nazis. And that's an exact quote. We dropped these on occupied France for free. Who does that? Who drops guns into an occupied military zone?
Us.
We did it. It's a historical fact.
It's well, it worked.
It worked.
You know, and when it works, it works. What's that, Jesse? Well, I mean, people sometimes things work. We may not like it, and we lost a lot of people.
Yep.
A lot of people. It wasn't just like it was one or two people. We lost a lot of people.
We also killed a lot of people.
Yeah, well, what was it? 45 million did, but we didn't kill near with the Nazis.
No, we didn't. But with 2 bombs, we killed quite a few. And then the people who died in the resulting side effects afterwards, the number keeps going up.
No. I mean, so it was 250,000 dead between both bomb drops, but the one bomb only killed 50,000. The other bomb, well, it missed. I know it missed and it killed 50,000 people. I think that's some shit. It actually hit in the valley next to the city. I think that was Nagasaki.
Yeah,
Hiroshima blew up right in the middle of the freaking city.
Yeah,
boom.
And it's like 170,000 dead.
And then another 30 or 50,000 dead after that. They had one lady, they showed her. She was wearing a flower pastel dress. It was completely tattooed to her body from the radiation.
It was imprinted on her skin.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird shit like that. Well, no, technically she was dead. She was still alive, but she was going to be dead.
Yeah,
because of the radiation.
Survived any of the blasts? They died very, very quickly. Radiation poisonings and things like that.
You know what, Frank? I just added us to Rumble just now. I forgot to do it earlier, so I just added us. So y'all can go watch us on Bumble.
Hello, Rumble.
Rumble. Yeah, you know Rumble. What do you mean True Social? I don't know if we can get on True Social. Last time I was over there, they wouldn't let you stream over there. No, Trump is funny. He's funny. What you said, Jack? Yeah, no, I'll tell you. Yeah, no, I know. So it's going on and off. Yeah, it figures. No, that's one of the things. So Kamala, who loves us all and wants to have all the United States babies, she wants to have a baby with every man in the United States, she said.
Shawn's ready.
I mean, yeah, Shawn said he's going to be first because he already said she tastes as good as a crispy cream.
That's not what he said. He said he wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating fig Newtons, leaving crumbs.
Oh, no, she left crumbs in my bed. I might kick her out. That bitch, get out of my bed. No, you got to go. No crumbs in the bed. I got to put two chihuahuas.
As long as she shares the fig Newtons, I don't care.
It's, do I think she'll be president? I don't think she'll be president, but y'all can hope.
I don't think anybody. I mean, if they resurrected President Lincoln to run in her stead tomorrow, they don't have a snowball's chance in hell. They lost the day President Trump ex-President Trump got his ear shot. That's the day he won the election.
Oh, and you see, so the FBI got their asses in trouble on a couple of different things.
Yeah, they did.
So first off, they said that Trump didn't get shot. It was shrapnel coming from the teleprompter. So if it was, well, why wasn't there a hole in the teleprompter? I mean, how dumb is this guy? Did you not go look at the teleprompter, see if there was a hole? Oh, well, there wasn't. Well, obviously it couldn't have came from there. Plus, everybody was pointing out, did you not see the bullet go by the man's head? I mean, there's actually a picture of the bullet. So why would he say this other than to try to downplay it? So then a former FBI agent, a contractor at the FBI, puts out a survey in the FBI for him. Come to find out, none of the FBI agents are happy with the current leadership. They think that it's entirely too partisan. It does not care about individuals who are not in their same sphere of influence as far as politics goes. So what's happened is you've got a bunch of liberals in charge of the FBI in the top 5 positions. So all the conservatives are stuck and they can't go. They can only accelerate to one point, and that's it. They get to the highest point, and then they can't go any higher because they don't want them there, because then they can't sneak around and do shit and not get caught like they did when Comey had to step down. People always were like, Well, he just retired. No, he stepped down because he overstepped himself and he knew he was going to get investigated and get in trouble. And what's his name? The special counsel said the only reason he didn't investigate Comey because he stepped down. Yeah, you can't do and say shit like that about a president now. Don't care who you are, especially if you're the FBI director.
Yeah.
That's treason, my friend. You can't do that. No, you can't. You cannot talk about the commander in chief. In the military, they put you in jail for it. Oh, hell yeah. Even today, they still put you in jail for
It's
it.
treason, I think, in the military, isn't it? Or
They're gonna
something
put you
to that effect.
Breaking rocks at Leavenworth.
Yeah.
You know it, buddy. 10 years at least. They don't, you cannot talk about the commander in chief. And, no, they don't care who you vote for, but you can't talk about, they don't care who it is. It's a bipartisan thing. You just cannot allow, they don't care if you like the guy, don't like the guy. No, you're not allowed to do that. It's just the way it works.
Yep.
Jimmy, yeah, that's Rumble. Can you see us over there? Okay. Hey, Rumble.
Hi, Rumble.
Gonna rumble in the Rumble. No, I don't want to see naked pictures of Kamala Harris.
No, yeah.
I do.
Because first off, I don't think they're
Shawn.
real.
What's your email, Shawn?
I don't think they're real. No, I don't think they're real.
Yeah, I don't think they're real.
No, there's a lot of.
I think her head is stuck on somebody else's body.
Shawn, if you do a Google search or internet search for your favorite, movie star actress naked, there's a lot of fake ones. Even people you wouldn't think, the people that wouldn't do, model nude, they have them out there. So,
how do you know that, Jay?
Oh, a little bird.
He just knows. He knows. He's empathic. He knows.
He's empathic.
He knows.
Well, that's the sad thing about the internet. It's the sad thing about the television. Two great tools geared towards education. Both tools came out with the promise of being great for education. And here's what they are educating us about: prostitutes and strippers.
Then aliens and paranormal. That's the second.
Aliens, paranormal, and naked movie stars.
So porn is first. Ufology and paranormal is second.
Well, when the internet first went public, 95, 96, whatever it was, the top three search things were UFOs, pornography sites, and I can't remember what the third one was, but the top two were pornography and UFOs.
Which it still is. They just flip-flop spots, and they'll flip-flop again. So, what's that, Chris? Not everybody looks at porn. Well, I get these people always want to send me stuff from like TikTok or Instagram or places like that. And then I love it. They'll send you a picture and then they'll say, well, can I have $50? And I always just laugh my ass off, or $100 or something. And I'll start laughing. And they're like, well, what's so funny? I'm like, you do know porn is free on the internet, right? I'm like, what are you doing, people? Stupid. And I have heard so many different excuses of people sending me shit. I would get into them all, but I probably would upset some people. So,
yeah, I've seen some of those things, the Snapchats and shit. If you want to see more, you send me $50. It's really, it's X-rated. I'm not just to say the same thing. There's free porn on the internet. Why would I pay you? It's just so stupid out there.
Listen, Jackie, I couldn't afford a girlfriend. What are you talking about?
Just about anything you want on the internet, you can find it out there.
Now, if you're a rich girl and you want to come support me, that's different. We'll talk.
Yes, especially if you have a Ferrari dealership.
Yes, or Bentley. I like luxury comfortable. I can ride.
Why would you guys want a Bentley and a Ferrari? God, they're ugly.
Have you ever driven a Ferrari? Me neither.
No.
That's why.
Well, I actually have. I've actually driven two different Ferraris, but Bentley's got soft baby seats in the back. You can
but I didn't pay for it.
Get all comfortable. pop out champagne bottles. The little mini limos is what they are.
Yeah,
it's
Bentleys are nice too. I've been in the back of a Bentley, but I've never driven.
Now, would I own one? I wouldn't own one because I am not the biggest fan about their designs, but I do like them. They're nice.
They have really cool amenities. Our neighbors' grandparents had a Bentley. And they came over to visit, and we would sit in it sometimes. And in the back seat, there's two, it's like an airplane. There's two trays and behind the driver and the passenger seats, and the trays fold down. Guess what's on the tops of those trays?
What?
Chessboards. And in the middle console, there's a little thing that you pull out. And so you can play chess in the back seat while you're driving. It's pretty cool.
I hear my girlfriend.
God bless you. We need you to be mama of the country. I wiped the floor with him. I love Gen Z.
What are you getting ready to do to us, Joe?
No, I ain't putting that on. That's horrible.
Okay.
First Lady Jill Biden. She thinks she's president anyway. It's
Yeah.
No, she does, Jimmy. She honestly thinks she's president of the United States. She was upset when Joe had to give up. She wanted to run the country some more. Hey, well, people like to run the country. They think that's their job, even though they're not elected. This is like Joe Biden is kind of like Kamala Harris. She wasn't elected. What doesn't really matter if Kamala wins or not, she still cheated to get there, because I don't think she would have won a primary. That's the whole point.
Don't think she would have won a primary. I don't know that she's going to win the DNC. What are the Democrats saying? Are they going to vote for her at the convention? I don't think so. They might do something even stupider and vote that idiot Newsom into the spot.
We don't want it. We don't want it.
Yeah, he really doesn't want it. He wants to stay away from that. What is this? Elon Musk, transgender daughter, first interview says he betrayed her for being queer. No, he just doesn't believe in being queer, chick. There's a difference in being betrayed. He doesn't believe that it's correct. Harris campaign hits Trump over Fox News interview. This guy shouldn't be president ever again. Kamala, you should never be president of anything, including the dog pound. Because, let's see. What is this? 5 reasons. Oh, wait, this is U.S. Today. Let's read this. 5 reasons Kamala can't be president that definitely aren't because she's a girl. Nobody cares she's a girl. Really, nobody does. So let's see what we got here. Let's go back, start over. So Harris campaign going for full gen with memes. Yeah, you can meme all you want, chick. It's not going to get you president.
It's like, the best advice I have for her is to take your left hand and wish for something in it, Kamala, and then in your right hand, take a shit in it, and tell me which one fills up first.
So you got to love it. It says, random comment made by Vice President Kamala Harris about coconut trees. Well, it wasn't a random comment. It's something her dad told her, and she was trying to make a point and crack a joke, which no one laughed but her. She did that cackle she does, and the room was silent. So you see here, they can't even. It's something as simple as this. They can't even be honest about. They have to lie about it, because if the truth comes out, it changes the meaning. We know what's wrong. We know what's wrong with you. We know that you're a Fruit Loop. We know you fell out of a coconut tree. So there she goes, cackling. Nobody. Oh, wait, people, I got to play this for y'all just because it's aggravating me now. But hold on. Let me pull it up. What's that, Jimmy? No, we're going to pull it up. Give me a second. Where is the boys? Let me go find the boys, since I'm lost in the Never Land somewhere. What's that, Jimmy? No, I got 5 billion links open. That's all. But hold on. I'm gonna bring it over to us. I think Kamala's going to win. I think everybody can say what they want, but I think she's going to win. I'm sorry. I think Trump's going to win. Shit, I'm saying Kamala's going to win. Oh my God! I hope I didn't jinx us all, man. That's Jay. That's Shawn got me thinking about Kamala and the damn cookies, man. This is bad. The figs. I said Jackie Fig Newtons is what he was talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I just shorted it to the figs, man. That's no, I just
Instead of falling out of the coconut tree, she fell out of the fig tree.
She fell out of something, all right.
She might have fallen out of the stupid tree and hit every branch on the way down.
Oh man. Don't talk about my girl like that, Jay.
She does seem kind of not so bright.
She does seem a little bit doofus.
She's hot, though. She's a hot lady.
Yeah, she's not unattractive, but just the fact that she's running for presidency without actually having the DNC approval, I think it's yeah.
Well, you wait. January 20th, right? I'll be the first man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First man of the White House.
Yeah.
So they want Gavin Newsom to be a running mate.
Really? Ew.
Yeah.
Shapiro, I would think, would be her best shot. Be honest with you.
Yeah, I think Newsom was going to hurt. I don't think it's going to help. He's cute and all, but I don't think it's going to help her any.
I think Shapiro would be the best move.
It's I kind of with you on that because he'll bring Pennsylvania with him and or try to bring Pennsylvania with him. I don't know if it's going to happen this time, but last time I checked, the polls were pretty much in Humpty Trumpty's favor.
Mm-hmm.
He's up 6, ain't he?
We're going to find out in a little while. I haven't looked since we got Kamala, so we're going to find out in a little while. And, as a matter of fact, we're going to play this clip and then we're going to probably go look. So, what's that, Raymond? No. We're going to play this clip in just a second. Let me blow it up for everybody, and let's go play her crazy ass. Hold on. With this face of hers. Oh my god.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Listen to her.
You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
You heard nobody in the room laugh. Nobody.
Yeah, no, it wasn't funny at all.
It was just creepy and weird. What's that, Jimmy? No, it was weird. Oh yeah, they're trying everything they're doing. They're trying. They
is
think
a little messy and likes to party and like maybe says some like dumb things sometimes.
No, they're trying to do whatever they can do because they don't have a choice. They're trying to get the Z-Gens involved because they've lost the Hispanics and a good chunk of the black.
Oh yeah.
So trying to win this right now, trying to win this election is a nightmare for them because they're not getting the black votes back. So Obama got out there and said today, all black men should vote for Kamala Harris. I cannot tell you how many black men went.
Yeah, many.
They don't like Kamala. And a lot of black women don't like Kamala. So even a lot of black women were willing to vote for Biden. I don't think they're willing to vote for Kamala. She's an idiot. Do you want her representing the black community? Look, I asked that. I was on BLM when I was on BLM the other day on the Black Entertainment Network. And I said, is that who you want representing you as a black woman? Bernice got pissed. She was like, she's not black, Joe. I said, well, she says she's black. She's the first black woman to ever be VP. Joe, she's not black. She's Indian and whatever. And I was like, well, she says she's black. I said, I agree with you. She's not. She's Indian. I've forgotten. What is it?
Indian and Caucasian.
No, I think it's Jamaican or something. But it's one of them. It's two browns, but it's not nothing. None of it's African American. She's trying to put herself off African American. And you seen when we showed y'all that video of her saying she was the first Indian senator, not black, Indian. So you see, she just plays whatever color comes in handy for her at the time, which also means she's a liar. That's all that means. When people do that, it just simply means you're just a liar. I don't know what to tell y'all about her. She's to the point where we're all just kind of
we're like waiting for November to come, get it over with.
We are waiting for it to come.
Yeah, November is the other shoe dropping. Boom.
It's so Trump put it on everybody. He said, I want you to show me where I said anything racial. He said, I just want you to show me, because about a lot of black people coming out and saying we can't find where, because they say, well, he's a racist. Well, where is he a racist?
Yeah.
Where does he say anything negative towards black people, other than asking what the Democrats have done for them in the last 30 years, which is absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So, that's hard. You make those statements and the media just picks them up and runs with them. And then all of a sudden somebody challenges them and they're not there and they get thrown back. Well, Christopher, there's a lot of that bullshit out there. There's, the media says stuff and then has to retract it later on. But do you hear the retraction? Probably not.
Oh, yeah, you'll never will. And when they never do those things, it's always like, the second or third page on the inside flap of the newspaper.
I don't know, Phil, but I mean, it's at this point, it's become a bunch of bullshit is what it's become. And if we start letting people like Kamala Harris into our presidencies, we're in deep shit. Oh, wait, what's this? 6 House Democrats voted to condemn Kamala Harris for her failure as the border czar.
Huh.
They're her own party. And there's been other media who's been on her. I mean, she's in, like I said, she's in the Hollywood period. The Hollywood. I'm sorry.
She's like the Democratic version of that. That governor from Alaska. What's her name? Palin.
Damn, I had it right in there until you said that.
Her last name is Palin. I can't remember the first name. But Governor Palin,
Miss Red, White, and Blue, yeah.
Yeah, well, she was more like I described her as like a cheerleader for the Republican Party, you know.
Well, I mean, she was out there in a red, white, and blue bikini. Yeah, baby. She was a hottie too.
Was
it Sarah Palin? That's who it was, Sarah Palin.
Senator Palin, yeah.
Yeah. So when I seen her, they said she's gonna be VP. I'm like, okay, she's a governor, you know, fairly intelligent woman. But I'm thinking she's another thing. She's another Kamala. She's like, you know. I mean, she put her family on one of those stupid shows, you know, those reality shows. I'm like, she just wanted to be famous, is what the problem was. And in all rights, that's what Kamala wants. She just wants to be able to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants to, and say, "Oh, I can do what I want. I'm president of the United States, and I can travel the whole world." No, because most countries aren't going to want to talk to you, Kamala. They're going to be like, "Okay," and it's not because you're a woman; it's because you're stupid. And well, I mean, that's I don't know what to tell you, but I have been listening to these world leaders that have been calling Trump and not calling her. I mean, if I was her, I'd be furious. If I'm the presumptive
Trump's not even the president yet, and they're calling him.
Yeah, because they know he's the guy that they need to talk to, because he's the guy that can save the freaking planet and keep Russia from launching nukes. But Kamala, we'll probably get invaded if Kamala becomes president, because we'll look so freaking weak. We already look so weak now; it's not even funny. And we've deployed we just look pathetic, is what we do. If you're looking at us from the rest of the world, you're like, what happened to the great and mighty United States? I don't know, guys. Let me look up these polls right quick. Whoops, wrong fat finger. No, Jimmy, if you got some, you be sure to send them over. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we remember we got to make sure they're for this week, because everything else will have Joe Biden in it. Somebody just sent me a map with only 2 states not red.
California and Oregon.
That's good. That was good.
They have the prediction. They predicted Trump 332 votes to.
Well, how about before we go to the polls? Go to 270 to win and look at and show it and put their interactive.
They should be on this list somewhere. When I do it, they're all on here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, right there. As soon as you said that, it came right up. Okay, so electoral. Let's see. Republicans 251, Democrats 226, and they've got all the swing states back in play except for Georgia, North Carolina, and Iowa. They're out of play. They're red. Ohio's also red. So let's go look around and see what we actually have now. Democrats electoral votes 226. Republicans 256. Yeah, it's worse than this. But you see, so far I don't see Kennedy even involved in this one. So let's see what's going on. Where is our regular map? Well, that's the map. Where is the whatchamacallits? I don't see the. All right, what happened? They usually have. Sorry, state by state. What's up? Sorry, guys. Yeah, what is going on here? Change from 2020 24. Yeah, so all right, they're not going to show the states. That's weird. They always show the states. Let's see. You know, we always go through it state by state, and this is where we go through it state by state at, but I don't actually see the state by state poll today for some reason.
Maybe there's an arrow up on the list that you click and it does it by alphabetical.
I don't know.
Or by state, or by jurisdictions and whatnot. Because sometimes they do that.
So for either party, Pennsylvania is pretty much a must-win.
Yeah.
And they've got it listed as blue, but not on the map. They don't. Not on the 270. Yeah, but not on the map. Just on the bottom they do.
On the map, it's that gray color.
Yeah, it's undecided.
Mm-hmm.
But when you click on it, so you can actually change the color of it if you want to see what how it changes the votes. Which that's cool. Let's see. Let's go see. So Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Arizona. What's that give Trump? 291. He only needs 276, right?
Yeah. No, 270.
270. So if he takes Wisconsin and Arizona, that's a 21. That don't quite give it to him, but Pennsylvania does. But we take Pennsylvania away and put Nevada on. See what that does. That still keeps him over the top. Oh, wait. No, I didn't change Pennsylvania. Hold on. Go back to gray. And let's see. It still puts him over the top, 278. So he don't have to take Pennsylvania or Michigan. If he takes Nevada, Arizona, and Wisconsin, he's won. And he's going to take 3 of these states. It doesn't matter if he takes any of these 3 states, he's the next president of the United States. So I don't know, Kamala Harris. I think somebody's been lying to you.
Even if that map wasn't correct, last week I think it was the state of Iowa. He gained 34 points after being shot in the ear.
He gained a lot of points. I know that.
Number. I mean, that's the numbers that Biden was pulling in by himself.
Poor Biden. I kind of feel sorry for Biden in some ways that I feel like he got kicked in the groin by his own party. I mean, it just got that feeling like, hey, I wanted to do the right thing for you people, but here's the map. Okay, I found this. So let's go. Nationally, he is up over Harris by 2 points.
I can't believe that.
It's which is about the same as Joe Biden. So let's go to Arizona is one of the swing states we said, right? He is up by 6 points. So Florida, of course, he's killing it. Georgia, he is up by 4 points. I'm sorry. Michigan, he is up by just 1 point. Minnesota, he is down by 4 points. Nevada, he is up by 6 points. North Carolina, he is up by 3 points, which is kind of weird for North Carolina. Pennsylvania, he is up by 2.2 points. Washington, he's down by 14. Yeah, he's Wisconsin, it's tight in Wisconsin, 0.6. Maine, we already been through that one. Let's see. New Hampshire, 43-47. Virginia, she's at 2.3. So where he was tied with Biden, Harris is actually ahead of him. But so far, Virginia's not a swing state anyway, but so far, that's the only place that she's ahead of him where what's his name wasn't.
Well, yeah,
and in some places, some of the swing states
anyway.
Yeah, but some of the swing states she's actually gained points on, 1 or 2 points on over what Biden had. So Ohio, it's 13 points. Texas, 13 points. California, oh man, it changes the race in California. Harris is only 7 points above Trump.
Really?
Holy, yeah.
Wow.
It changes the election there. So where's New York at? I didn't see it. Did I miss an aisle here? Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Nevada, Maine, Wisconsin, Washington, New Hampshire, Virginia, Ohio, Texas, California. I'm missing some states. What the hell? Where's the rest of my states? I want to see what it is in New York, because I bet you it's close in New York. I mean, if he gained 6 points in California.
That's big.
You think Harris is going to win? I don't know. That just tells you how little she was liked in California.
They don't like her at all. They despise
No, they
her.
don't. But I don't know where. Oh wait, here we go. Put it up with three in there. So with Kennedy in there, Trump actually loses a point of a percent to 1.9% nationally. He grows in Arizona. He grows in Florida. He grows in Georgia. He grows in Michigan. He grows in Minnesota, which he's losing, but he grows. He grows in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Nevada. But they're trying to say that Kennedy's actually going to help Harris more than Trump. I have a hard time believing that. But maybe so.
You're thinking Kennedy's going to flip back over to?
Oh, now you see with Kennedy in there, it puts Wisconsin as a tie where Trump was up by like 3 points. So you just got to wonder what kind of bullshit's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, if Kennedy left the party, why would he want to go back and support their worst possible candidate?
Well, they're just saying that Kennedy's going to pull people away from Trump more than Harris. I'm just not believing that.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm not believing that. I think he's going to pull more away from the Democrats because he was a Democrat. But we're missing states in here. What we got here? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the 50 states. Where's the rest of the states at? They used to show all of them to you. I don't know. They're just showing you these 12 states.
And those are the ones that are, that's whoever did the states. It's because Kamala, they don't want to see her losing that big in the other states.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. There's some tomfoolery going on there, Joe.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sure there is. So let's see. I don't know. She's still losing the swing states, even with them saying that Kennedy helps her. She's still losing. And you're right. And I think if Kennedy, it looks like he's going to hurt Trump, then Trump will make a deal with Kennedy. Let's see what Kennedy's percents are. Let's go see. So nationally, his percent. Oh, wait, did I hit the wrong button? Oh, okay, I got it. What color is Kennedy? I keep losing his color. Oh, there he is, purple. So Kennedy nationally is 5.63% of the vote. In Virginia, he's 9% of the vote.
Wow.
In New Hampshire, he's 9% of the vote. In Minnesota, he's 6%. It's almost 7% of the vote. Michigan, he's 7.3% of the vote. Washington, he's 6% of the vote. Florida, he's 5% of the vote, and 5% of the vote in Nevada, and 5% of the vote in Arizona.
In those blue states, he seems to be taking about 5% from Kamala or whoever's going to be running on that ticket.
Yeah, and let's see, Pennsylvania, he's 5.4. North Carolina, he's 4. Maine, he's 4. Georgia, he's 4.25. And Wisconsin, he's 4.33. So, and see, they keep changing up states here. What the hell's going on?
They don't want you to know.
Where's California? I just seen California a minute ago, man. What the bleep?
Well, it's still California, but they do not want to show where Kamala is getting her ass kicked. Simple.
Yeah, well, I guess they got to show the swing states. They don't have a choice.
They're kind of important a little bit there, yeah.
Let's get rid of this again and see what we got. In most places, she's losing. I mean, I don't see any swing states where she's winning. I don't see that changing. Maybe if she takes what's his name as her running mate, that might help. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to turn Pennsylvania, because to the Pennsylvania people, Harris is still Biden.
Yeah.
You know, so
what if she chooses Hillary Clinton for her running mate?
I don't know if she'll do that or not.
Run for the hills if that happens.
Yeah. One, I don't think it's enough to get him to win either, but Hillary is.
What do you think would happen if they did win? I bet you within 3 months, Hillary Clinton assassinates Kamala Harris to become president. Wouldn't that be surprised?
Okay, let's see how many of these polls Harris is winning in. Okay, polls in general election poll. Trump is 49, Harris is 46. New Hampshire, University of New Hampshire, St. Anson College and University of New Hampshire. Trump is 40, she's 50. I mean, he's 44, she's 50. He's 46, she's 53. He's 43, she's 49. She's kicking his ass. Public polling, Northeast Progressive Institute, he 52-38. Jack Progressive Institute. So far, everything we've talked about is liberals. These are all liberal polling numbers. So Trump's losing in the liberal areas. Now, remember, listen to what I'm saying. He's losing in the liberal areas by 5 points. These are all liberal colleges. Everybody who goes there is pretty much liberal. And he's still competing. That means a lot of Democrats are thinking about voting for Trump. The University of New Hampshire is 40-40. It's 40-44, 45-44. There's just nothing on here. There's no real polls. Here's Forbes. Let's see what Forbes. Now, Forbes is a little bit more national, even though it's left-leaning. It's still, well, let's see what the Wall Street Journal has to say. Remember, the Wall Street Journal had Trump beaten Biden, so let's see what they have here. Wall Street Journal, Harris 47, Trump 49.
Oh, come on.
So Trump's winning. And then a day earlier, Harris was up by a point, but then the next day, Trump was up by 2. So Harris, Forbes, Trump's 46, she's 45. They're tied here at 44. Trump is 47, 45, 45, 44, 51, 49, 51, 49. So in all the Forbes polls, Trump's kicking her ass. Forbes is a big poll. So here you go. New York Times, Sina College. Now remember, they all had Biden ahead. Trump ahead last week. So let's see what's going on. Harris, Trump. Harris 44, Trump 43. Harris 42, Trump 42. Harris 47, Trump 48. Harris 46, Trump 48. Harris 39, 38, Trump 39. Harris 46, Trump 46. Harris 44, Trump 43. 43, 44, 41, 42, 38, 38. So Trump's winning. And let's see, 1, 2, 3.
But what all of this happened here is they've taken the name Biden off of those polling numbers and put her name in place because they sound exactly the same as they've been.
Well, no. These she's so in this set. The Democrats have got 3. The Republicans have got 10. So, but last week Biden didn't have any. It was 0. He had none left. And this is Morning Consultant, Charge Research, Big Village. These are all liberal outlets. The New York Times. These are all liberal outlets, and these liberal outlets have Trump beating Kamala. So you can only imagine what the real numbers are. Because if they're losing in the Democratic group, then that means they're losing serious. The numbers are much bigger.
I fail to see how she could have garnered so much, support to be, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 points below Trump.
Because it's honeymoon time, and this isn't a real election. This is just the media, but it is the honeymoon time. Everybody's enthusiastic because they got a new candidate. That enthusiasm, the more she talks, the more that enthusiasm will go away, and the more Trump comes out and challenges, the more that enthusiasm will go away. But J.D. Vance might want to keep his mouth shut. He's got to learn how to talk about women.
Well, maybe that's another reason why Trump picked him is that he'll deflect, negative reportings on him.
Maybe. He's got to do something, though, because I could cost him an election. But the general poll by New York Times and almost all the liberal things has Trump up by 3 points. In order to find something for her, you have to go to, like I said, any only places she's ahead is in the all liberal colleges. She's not ahead in anywhere else.
Sounds like they're conceding in places, at least on the polls. It sounds like the Democratic polls are.
They're trying to get him as close. They're trying to get as close to Trump as they can, but that's just not going to hold. Especially with all the. So that's something else Trump can do. He can now go on TV and say, "I talked with this world leader. This world. They're not interested in talking to Kamala. They don't think she can do the job." All that stuff will help him out, especially if he can go on and say, "Hey, I'm thinking." Well, I'm thinking, or if Vladimir, he goes on and says, I've already got a deal cut with Vladimir and Lazinski if I become president, and I'm working with Netanyahu and Hamas to get our people back. She's done for. I mean, he's not even president, and these people are like, let's talk, Trump. Let's not, Well, because nobody in the world wants to see Kamala as president.
Go on, Joe. Can you please explain to me about the points? I don't understand the points. Never did.
You mean the Electoral College?
No. What you just ramble off where Trump's up 43.
Oh, okay. They're just polls. So most polls, They take wherever they think. So, like when you hear a poll from NPR or from Reuters or Forbes, you know it's a left-leaning poll. So whatever that poll is, wherever that poll was taken, it was taken in a left-leaning area. And if it was on a website, Forbes, most people who visit Forbes and NPR and all are very lefties. I don't know any conservatives or independents that listen to NPR. So they'll take like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people, and then they will say this group of people said they will vote for this many times. This many people said. So if it's 1,500 and it's 750 each, then it's a 50-50 cut. If she's got more, he's got more, then the percentage goes up or down.
Okay.
Yeah, and but the polls are usually generally taken. Like I said, NPR and all of them are very, very liberal. Even the New York Times CNN is very, very liberal, but yet NPR, I mean not NPR, Forbes and the New York Times says Trump ahead. So, and this is in a left-leaning area, so this isn't like an independent area or a normal part of the country. This is just them. So
it's a traditionally blue rag, yeah.
So that's telling me right there that there are going to be Democrats who vote for Trump this election. And I think you might see a lot more vote as a protest because she's not the duly elected president. So, you know, doing the primary. So there was a big primary. What, there was two challengers to Biden, wasn't there? And so two people challenged him. They spent all this money, did all these things, did all these debates, did all this stuff. And then Joe Biden won the primary. And then so he was waiting to get his delegates, and he was going to be the next president or going to be running as the next president. But they decided 3.5 months before to do a bloodless coup and just take it away from him and put some laughing jackass in there and try to make her the next president of the United States. So to make it worse, you got people like Barack Obama and Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton coming down and saying, oh, she'll make a great president. With all four of them don't believe that. If you were to polygraph all four of them, they would be telling you, don't vote for that stupid bitch. You could take that to the bank. Mm-hmm. And because they know. It's
I know
Trump.
On The View, Joy Behar said that Trump, there's no way Kamala can beat Donald Trump. And that Sonny Hostin just got up out of her chair and walked off the stage. He was pissed.
Damn, Joy said that? Damn, Jesus. Yeah. That's like the end of the freaking world there.
Yeah.
But she's right. I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, it's going to be hard for her to beat Trump. He's just got way more experience. He's got world leaders on his side. He's got the country on his side. And she's got
and the other reason they've lost the election is they've basically paid for his ad campaign by keeping him in the news with the Russia conspiracy, the January 6th thing, the trials, the convictions, all of that, plus the assassination attempt, all of those, all they did was boost his points, boost his percentages, and he's been gaining ground all because of what they've been trying to do to him to get him out of there.
Yep. What's that? Korean? Oh, no, he met with Netanyahu. You mean Trump? Yeah, he's already met with Netanyahu.
Yeah, but so did Kamala. She met with him.
No, Kamala didn't meet with him. Joe did. Kamala snubbed him.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw them two talking.
Oh, well, I'll have to check and see, but she didn't go to any of the meeting. She refused.
Okay.
Unless something changed and made her go. But I mean, last time I had seen yesterday, she still hadn't gone. But and you would think Netanyahu would meet with her just to be on the safe side, but he met with Joe Biden, so I guess it doesn't really matter. 4 key presidential historian. The 2024 election hinges on 4 keys. No, dude, I don't think you know what you're talking about. It's I think this just election hinges on getting people out to vote. It's I just don't think. What's that? 24-20? Yeah, primary election. Yeah, we see that. We don't care about that. So I hate people. Don't send me. The primaries are over. Well, the Republican primaries are over anyway. Apparently, we don't know about the Democrat primaries. Even though everybody's backing, anybody can still challenge her, and there are some groups out there wanting to challenge her. Now, you know, with the big girls endorsing her, with, you know, Obama bill endorsing her, it's just going to be, it makes it harder for any Democrat to get in there. But that don't mean they won't do it, and don't mean there might not be some people who decide not to give her their delegates. If I was the Democratic people of the party, I'd be protesting in the freaking streets saying, I want a primary. I want candidates, and I want to be able to choose the candidate. Nobody thinks this is funny. But the delegates are just following along like little blind puppies. That's the problem with the Democratic Party. They just do what they're told. They don't stand up for themselves or anybody else for that matter. They've been the party of the losers for a while now. They definitely are the new Communist Party. There's no doubt about that. They want to take your guns away. They don't want you to be able to do anything. Come on. So Kamala Harris put parents in jail for kids who skip school.
What?
Wow.
Working parents out there trying to make a living, picked them up and put them in jail because their kids skipped school. Now, later on, she reversed that apology and apologized for it, but she did it for a while. She put a guy in jail, found out she was wrong, refused to let him out or say she was wrong until the governor of California said, let him out. And she had a program for San Francisco where they could only hire immigrants.
Wow.
And one of those immigrants, by the way, killed some little blonde girl down there, murdered her, raped her, and murdered her, which Trump should have that all over the place. That was a direct to her policies, if no ifs, ands, or buts. Plus, she's going to still have to deal with this, which nobody's talking about right now, but they're going to get on the border. It's going to be nonstop about the border. And she can talk about women's rights all she has to do. All Trump has to do is say, I'm pro-life. And we'll see what happens when I get in office. That's all he's got to say. He ain't got to say nothing else. He don't have to defend himself. He don't have to say what his policy is going to be. That's all he has to say. And that's it.
He has no need, no reason to debate her at all anyway.
He doesn't. And everybody's like, well, that would just hurt him. I said, I don't think it'll hurt him. I said, especially if he just calls it. Well, if he just calls her a laughing jackass, everybody will be like, oh, well, we see why he don't want to debate her. She's a laughing jackass. So. What said Frederica? No, the polls still have Trump winning. That's what I'm saying. Don't believe bullshit because all the polls, 270, 538, and I haven't seen Real Clear Politics yet, which I'm getting ready to go find. But even in New York Times, Washington Post have Trump winning. Don't ask me, babe.
I think I'm going to bail. I'm starting to fade out.
Get out of here, yeah, because we're almost out of here. We're out in 20 minutes anyway, so get your butt out of here.
I'll catch you guys later.
All right, Jay. Have a good night.
You too, Shawn. See ya.
Damn. Polling shows 31-point drop support for Biden among black women in this case. Well, guess what? She's not going to be the case for Harris. Polls show 31-point drop in support for Biden among black women is the case for Harris. Oh, so she's had a drop as well.
Yes.
Damn. So she's losing black women support.
You should hear black women talk about her. Oh, my God.
Yeah, because she's not a black woman. That's why. Everybody's like, shut up, thing. Okay, let's see what Real Clear Politics have to say. Wisconsin has Trump winning by 2 points. Michigan and Pennsylvania say they're tied. I don't even believe that even a little bit. Minnesota has Harris up by 6. We already knew that. Wisconsin's a tie. So they're trying to say all the swing states are a tie now. Michigan is Trump's up by 2. Pennsylvania, Harris is up by 2. General election. Wait a minute. That's Minnesota. Okay, never mind. I was about to have a shit fit. General election, Wall Street Journal. General election, Trump versus Harris, Wall Street Journal. Trump's up by 2. General election, Trump versus Harris versus Kennedy. Harris is up by 1. Not in a million years, people. Stop lying to yourselves. General election, Trump's up by 2. Forbes, Harris. And then you've got these Detroit News. Harris is up by 1. St. Allison, Harris is up by 6. These are all liberal things. New York CNA. So this is all New York. So New York Times has Trump up by 2. A couple of days earlier, they had Harris up by 1, but Trump's up by 2 now. The Hill has Trump up by 5, by 2, by 1, by 2. And then Wisconsin, they go back to being a tie. Arizona, Trump's up by 8. That's a swing state. Georgia, Trump's up by 5. That's another swing state. Pennsylvania, Trump's up by 2. So I mean, it's just been changing as it goes along. Pennsylvania, Gaster, Casey. Oh, up by 8. Okay, it's not even the same thing. All right. What's that, Jimmy? No, so this is Real Clear Politics. It starts back in July 18th. We were just on Saturday, July 27th. That's the polls we were reading. Yes. Yeah, today. Well, it's today wherever they are. It's still Friday the 26th for me. So we're time traveling reading polls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I'm not believing Trump's tied in Pennsylvania. I can't. I got a lot of friends in Pennsylvania. I just can't see him voting for Harris.
No, I don't either. And I live there.
What do you mean, Chris? Oh, no, I called it for Fetterman. Oh, yeah, you better go look and see what I said. I said Fetterman was going to win. You know why? Because what's his name? Oz is a pompous ass. That's why.
Yep.
Even though Fetterman was just a crackhead looking son of a bitch, and if it would have been anybody but Oz, they would have probably won that. Oz wasn't even from Pennsylvania. I think he had only been there like a year or 2 years. Everybody's like, get out of here, which is, I mean, he still did well, but he had no business being there. No. Well, that's the Republicans' fault for putting him there. Everybody said, he'll be good there. No, why don't you run from wherever you're from, you doofball, and stay out of places like that? Well, people just think they can go somewhere else. Well, people do it all the time. Yeah, what is this? I don't know, Chris. I think she's going to have a hard time. There's just a lot of states she's going to have a time. However, 3 recent polls show Trump continues to outperform Harris in several swing states, which will be pivotal for winning the election. Yes, now this is the Newsweek, which is, you know what that is, very liberal. And Kamala Harris dealt triple swing state polling blow in 1 week. No, because those other polls were trying. So the liberal polls are always trying to make it as close as they can to make their voters think, oh, we got a shot, go out and vote. That's what that's about. But when they start shopping polls like we do on this show, and they find out that she's getting her ass kicked, it's not funny. And then they feel like they've been lied to and betrayed. Yes, like we just read. This wasn't one poll. This was several recent polls over the course of this last few days that constantly show Trump kicking her ass. And not by little margins. This one's by 5. This one's by 3. This one's by 5. This one's by 3. This one's by 6. I mean, every swing state he's up by at least 3 points. Well, no real clear politics wasn't showing the states like that. They got him somewhere, but that's not what they were showing us on that poll. No. We'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens, and we can only hope that Trump's the winner.
Yep.
That's all we can do.
See, what I look at, Joe, and I'll tell you how I feel. Everyone thought Hillary was going to beat him in 2016. And he came by and he won. So that's what scares me, that everyone's saying that he's going to win, he's going to win, he's going to win. And then all of a sudden, Kamala wins. You know what I mean? It's just like...
Well, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny on this election right off the bat. There's going to be a lot of people watching it because of the so-called stuff from the last one. So there's going to be a lot of scrutiny on it. What's that, Jimmy? Oh, no, people are going to be watching. Nobody's going to be trusting this time. And when he shows 10 points ahead and 8 points ahead in different polls all over the place, you know, you got to wonder how she could go from, like Jay was saying earlier, she was down in a lot of places by 12 and 16 points. Some even more than that, as much as 30. And then all of a sudden she's only 2 points behind. No, give me a break. So you understand, most of these polls are only 1,000 to 1,500 people. And they're usually taken in a Democrat area. So this should actually tell you how bad it is, not how good it is. If she's tied or only winning by 2 or 3 in her own home area and the blue areas, then there's problems. And like I said earlier, Trump made up 7 points in California. And I bet you in New York, he's tied right now. So even if he loses swing state, if he takes New York, he's won. And I don't know if California splits their delegates or not, so I'll have to find out. But I mean, he's picked up all those points, which means it's possible for him not just to flip New York, but Cali too. Last person I think that did that was Reagan. So this is a different election, and that's for sure. And I don't think the Democrats want to talk about that part. I think they want to be like, we don't want to talk. No, we don't want to talk about that. No. Let me see if I can grab this. Let's see. Where's it at? Let's grab this. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be from New Mexico. They'll be freako weirdos and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Let's go put this back over here and start this on. No, wait, go back thing. Sorry, guys and girls. I started before I wanted to go. Yeah, see, 2,000 people voted, and this was a very, very, very liberal poll. This is what I wanted to show y'all. So, no, Christopher, that's what I was trying to get across earlier. That's what was going on. So they're trying to give you these fake polls. I've never even heard of St. Helena. Okay, never. I don't even know who they are. Some college somewhere that probably got 10,000 people in it. So those polls are completely and utterly just fake polls is what they are. Those are polls that all the kids in this college are probably liberals, and they got 2,000 of them to come on board saying you don't even know if they threw out the other people, because we've caught pollsters only keeping what they want to keep and throwing the rest away.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So you never know that. Let's see. Harris launched her presidential show. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Harris is not yet the official Democratic candidate for president, but a survey of delegates conducted by Associated Press found that the president has enough support to secure the nomination. However, 3 recent polls show Trump continues to outperform Harris in several swing states, which will be pivotal in winning. So you've seen that the thing we just had said something different, because that was from some little college nobody's ever heard of. But this is from the New York Times, the Washington Post, and the Los Angeles Times. These are all liberal rags, and they got Trump winning.
Did you hear about, I heard that there are 3 states that has to keep Joe Biden's name on the ballot.
If that's the case in their blue states, then she's lost. They're saying, well, I've heard a lot of things. They're saying that she's only got limited time. If anybody contests this, contest her at the convention, they may not have time to register in all the states. Because remember, she can't register into states until she's actually the official candidate, and she's not yet. So they don't know which candidate is going to be there yet. So this other poll we were talking about, this Redfield's Walton Strategies and poll, they took 10,927 people in each swing state, and it clearly shows Trump ahead. Trump leads Harris in 7 of the 9 swing states and are tied in the other 2. So I don't know what to tell y'all guys. I mean, he's probably going to be your next president. Who? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're going to be here Tuesday night. We'll be kicking Shawn out of his show. Get out, Shawn. Get your ass behind the desk. Shawn will be behind the desk doing polls and numbers. So what happens is on election nights, especially presidential election nights, we get a group of hosts together, usually about 8 hosts or 6 hosts, depending on what we're doing. And then every host gets their own sources, where they're tracking polling in different states and different numbers coming out. And then we all track ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox, One American News. We track them all, plus wherever other sources we find, because nobody can be trusted. we're gonna see what's happening, baby. It's gonna be a fun night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break out to Jack Daniels, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't drink Jack anymore. Jack makes me, let's just say, mean.
I'll just buy 2 gallons of iced tea unsweetened and a lot of Juul cigarettes.
Yeah, there you go. What do you mean, Frankie? Actually, I have drank on shows before. No, it's a rare thing to see me do it, but I have. Depends. Like we do holiday specials. We drink on holiday specials. What do you mean smoking weed? A lot of hosts do, but they're not allowed to do it on camera. You mean doing the holidays? Even doing the holidays, we're still kind of funny about it. Cigarettes and weed and shit. Even though it's legal and both are legal, we would rather not encourage children to do drugs of any kind. What do you mean? No, I smoked for Jesus. Let me see, for 30, 20, 27 years before I quit. Well, it was a weird trip for me. So I started smoking when I was 16, and then I quit till I was 18. Then I got in the Navy and I went smoking. Then I started smoking. Then I quit again. And then I was 2 years in the Navy, and we were going somewhere. And we were sitting on a runway in Dallas, Texas. And this plane came so close to us that the wheels touched the plane. They made us get off the plane because they wanted to check the plane out to make sure it could fly. It delayed us like 5 hours. Yeah, it actually touched. It left skid marks on the plane. And in the end, they put us on a different plane. Well, you know what? I started smoking again right then and there. Oh, yeah. I went and bought a freaking Clint Eastwood cigar and smoked it up. Yeah, I got so high it wasn't even funny, people. That's why people start smoking. I mean, I was high like, wow, I didn't know cigarettes could do this, man. Oh, yeah, I was loaded up, man. And then I smoked for, I don't know, until my son was born, and then I quit for about 2 years, and then I started smoking again. Well, because when I drink, I like to smoke. It's like goes hand in hand. Or when I'm gambling, I like to smoke. So, and then I smoked for another couple of years, and then when I got the stint, I quit, which was 15 years ago. I haven't had a cigarette since. Yeah, little slap in the ass kind of woke me up a little bit. Give them nasty things up.
Excuse me.
So we got a couple of links to go through, and then we're going to get our butts out of here because I've done. Oh man, every time I do this show, it's a good thing I work in the daytime because I'd be fat as a house, man. What's that, Jeffrey? No, people. No, I'm serious. People in New Mexico are weird. I mean, especially if they live in Roswell. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
They have lost their effing minds there.
Yeah, there's some really.
Oh man.
It's
what it is. It's from sniffing cow shit all the time. So I've been to Roswell, I don't know, 6 times, 7 times. Every time I go to town, smells like cow shit. I've never seen a cow in the town, not even one time. Every time I've been, it smells like cow shit. People in Roswell, don't get mad at me. I mean, it's true, it does. I'm like, God, I'm walking around like, man, this place stinks, man. Give me a break. You mean a UFO museum? I've been there a couple of times. It's all right. No, I'd recommend to go visit it. You mean would I recommend believing what the people who own it say? No, I wouldn't. I would recommend checking it out before you believe anything. Even me, I would recommend you check that out. Yes. No, it's always good to research stuff because there are, how can I say this politely, a lot of liars on the planet. That's as nicely as I can say that. Yes. So we already talked about the Bloodless Coup. Let's see what's next. Ukrainian strikes devastating Russian airbase with advanced missiles. Ooh. Right, go Russia. Go Ukraine. Experts give chilling World War III nuclear Armageddon warning after Russian and Chinese bombers are intercepted in Alaska. I think we already talked about that, but we're not. Yeah, now this one. We talked about this last week, but I can't get this out of my brain. Planet Mercury is covered with a layer of diamonds that is 9 miles thick.
Wow.
How much is this? You know what? If we ever get to mining this thing for real, the price of diamonds is going to drop through the floor.
Yeah.
Even though these are rare and all, and eventually they'll be outrageously expensive because they'll be very rare, but eventually they'll start being tons of them bitches. Not a planet with 9 miles, completely a whole planet's covered 9 miles thick of diamonds. That's enough that's got to be 100 billion diamonds or more, maybe even 1 trillion. Unless it's just one big diamond, I don't know how you cut that. It'd be the biggest single cut stone.
Where's that asteroid at, or whatever it is that has all that gold on it?
It's actually got just more than gold. That is inside the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and there's a lot of them in there. There's one that's nickel iron, and something else that's worth $100 trillion. There's the one you're talking about, which is worth more than everything on the planet combined 100-fold. That's how much it's worth. So can you imagine when Elon Musk gets his hands on that?
Do you think he's preparing for that?
I think he is. I think he's looking at that. I think he's looking at colonization of Mars. And what do you need to colonize Mars is raw materials, and the asteroid belt is full of them. So instead of coming all the way back and forth to Earth to get your stuff, the asteroid belt's right there. It's very close to Mars, and as Mars is moving around, it gets even closer. So they could set up mining companies inside the asteroid belt itself, and then when Mars swings around, they can put everything on Mars. And one of the good things about Mars is the pollution won't be a bad thing for Mars. We need to thicken the atmosphere on Mars so that we can raise the pressure, so we don't have to wear big cumbersome suits. Where we only have to wear like a gas mask and maybe protective clothes to walk around, because then it's going to take a while to terraform it. But that's a good start. One of the things they talked about doing was dropping these big machines on Mars and just letting them eat up dirt and burn it so it thickened the atmosphere. Because we need to raise the pressure. That needs to be the first thing, and then we need to think about how we're going to terraform it. But it is interesting that they're even thinking about that. What is this? The election just got a lot more interested in inspiring young voters to register. Yeah, but how many? One or two or three? Oh, I like this. What is this? World's most advanced hypersonic engine for the suborbital flights test. This thing is badass. It actually looks like the plane Steve Austin flew in a $6 million man and cracked up.
Wow.
It does look. It looks just like it. This thing is going to be the fastest thing in the world by far. So fast that it won't even be able to fire a missile because it would run over it. Yeah, so even our hypersonic missiles aren't fast enough to shoot out of it. What do we got here? Congressional Democrats are firing a warning shot at the recent Supreme Court decision granting presidential immunity to former Trump. What Congress? It takes a 2/3 to impeach anybody. You're never going to get 2/3 votes to impeach anybody in the Supreme Court. And all you're going to do is make enemies out of people in the Supreme Court, which you don't know who their friends are.
Right.
I'd be careful there, Mr. Democrat. Representative Joseph Morell of New York introduced a constitutional amendment Wednesday seeking to undo the court's landmark decision. You don't have the votes. Sorry.
You know what? He did that so he could show his constituents what he's trying to.
Because in New York they get you reelected in New York. We found out that's what that. So there's a lot of stuff going on in New York with Trump. I mean, with the judge. I mean, he gets sentenced in September, but there's stuff going on with that judge. There's stuff going on with some of the other judges. There's a lot of stuff going on that is very weird. What's this, Chris? Oh, no. Israel just hit the Houthis with an F-35I Adir stealth fighter. Ooh, Adir stealth fighter. Ooh, it looks badass, too. Look at it. Ooh, man. They didn't even know it was coming. Poor babies. What's the matter, Houthis? They dropped some bombs on you. You didn't know where they came from. You were like sitting out there smoking your hookah, having some goat's milk, having a good day. And boom! A bunch of you just died. I don't feel sorry. Whoever wrote me that, I don't feel sorry for any Houthis. Personally, I think every son of a bitch, if you're a member of any terrorist organization, we should hunt you down, kill you, your wife, and your children, and your grandchildren, if we can find them. Because anybody who thinks killing people, cutting off their heads, stomping their heads, or setting them on fire should be murdered. No, I mean murdered. I don't mean killed gently. Because that's sick. That's a sickness that needs to be cut out of a society. The Palestinians didn't want that. A lot of Palestinians have turned on the Houthis. Oh, yeah, that's how the Israelis have been finding stuff. Because they've turned on them.
You mean Hamas, right?
Well, this is the Houthis.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah, there's just two groups or three groups over there. I always get them all confused too. By the way, what's that, Jimmy? No, I get them always confused. Oh no, there's Kamila laughing again. I was going to play that, but I can't take it no more. I can only take so much laughing. What's that, Frank? No, she's not. No, I'm telling you, her daddy dropped her on her head. Oh no, somebody dropped her on her head. If it wasn't her daddy, it was somebody else. Who sent Pink Floyd? What about Pink Floyd? Oh, what? He likes aliens? What are you saying? He wants to be the next. Wait, you're kidding me? He's never going to be a president. What are you on crack? No, indeed. Now, why would anybody make him president? Somebody's smoking weed. No, you're not even smoking weed because anybody in weed would know better. I'm just saying, man. I mean, weed or not, you would know better. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow in the author's quill, John Goodwin will be with me, and he's at Dragon Con. I mean, not Dragon Con. He is at San Diego Con, so we'll be doing a live show from San Diego Con. Y'all get to take a look around San Diego Con, see what's going on. John does some good shows, and then the second hour guest, I believe, is James Davis. He's from Mount Airy, Maryland, so he'll be joining me. Well, not everybody who comes on the author's quill is an author, but most of them are. Yes, most of them are. Well, let's see where he's from. Let's see what he won. He's got to be a winner, or he wouldn't be coming on the show. Not from Writers of the Future. From other guests aren't winners because they're people we bring in from a different source. Yeah. I don't know about Maryland. What he wrote, ashes to ashes, blood to carbon fiber. What the hell? What kind of name is that? Don't ask me, people. I don't write these things. That's just a press release. Come by, check him out tomorrow. You'll enjoy the show, and we always have a lot of fun chit-chatting on the show. NASA scientists warn risk of asteroid impact and real and consequential are huge. NASA, buy a laser, blow the damn thing up. Or get Space Command to give. Well, Space Command does for sure. I did see that earlier today. Busan security breach. Chinese students allegedly captured unauthorized images of the U.S. carrier, of a U.S. carrier. I don't know what carrier it is. Let's take a look. It doesn't look familiar. Police in Bosun, wherever that is. Busan, people. You got to tell me where that is. 3 Chinese students who were accused of taking unauthorized. Ooh, man, y'all go to prison for that, you dumb idiots. That's considered spying. They'll just put you away for that now. You'll never see daylight again. And you might have been just idiot kids. See, that's the problem with this kind of stuff. You never know if it's idiot people or if it's intentional. Well, they're not saying what carrier it is, and it's aggravating me. Well, it doesn't look like one of the new super carriers. It looks like one of the Nimitz class carriers. And I don't
number
know.
on it?
No, not one I can see. That's weird. The carrier number's usually in 2 or 3 different places.
Yep, up forward, back out. And on the side.
There's nothing on the deck and there's nothing on the tower. Well, that's weird. I've never seen that before.
Or maybe they just photoshopped the picture.
Well, this I don't even know what kind of carrier this is, actually.
Put it up so I can see. Maybe I can help.
Let me see. Let's grab it. We can pull it out of here. Where are we? Where are we, Grandma, Mama? Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be ugly. Yes, we don't like ugly people. It's not going to let me pull it up, is it? Because it's in the other group. So let's just change that to a different group. How's that? Let's close this. Cancel. Where was I? Now I forgot where I was. Close that. Come on, I was somewhere around here. There it is. All right. Okay, let's grab it. Yeah, for some reason, StreamYard doesn't all. It only likes one or the other. I can either use Explorer or I can use Google, but it only lets you do one at a time. It doesn't like them both. It's kind of like bite me, buddy. And I'm kind of like bite me back. How's that? Okay, let's see. Let's see. That's not what we want to do. Okay, let's go find it. What's that, Jimmy? Oh, no, we use the present thing all the time. Well, you can only load so many of these, and that's it. What the hell's going on? Where's it at? Yeah, no, it's weird. You can only load so many at a time. It don't. Don't ask me. I don't make the rules. I wish I made the rules because we'd all be billionaires if I made the rules. Hell yeah, I'd give everybody on the planet $1 billion. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of trillions of Googles of dollars that would be, but I would. Give everybody a couple of bars of gold. How's that?
There you go.
And let y'all do whatever the hell you want with them. And make them lock in the price of gold. Let me try this again. Let's see. Why won't I pick this up? What's going on here? Present. Share screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. There she blows. There she blows, matey. Okay. Let's put her up there where Shawn can see her. Let me blow it up a little bit.
That's a carrier, dude.
I know it's a carrier, but I don't know what carrier it is.
All right, blow it up. Can you blow it? Can you enlarge it?
That's as big as it goes right there.
Right there?
Right there.
Okay. The only thing I could see, what do they got on there? They got A6s.
Yeah, I see some A6 intruders. Let me go back to the other page where I can actually see more. It's what the hell is these squadrons? I don't even see any F-18. Oh, there's some F-18s. Okay.
Yeah, they're F-18s. There's wait, dude,
is
is that an A7 Corsair on there?
I don't know.
Look at the white ones up forward on the other side.
Right over here.
They A7s?
They kind of look like them. If I could see them head on, I could tell you for sure they might be.
Yeah, me too, because I was in an A7 squadron.
I was too. I was in the River Rattles. It's
Golden Warriors.
The
VA-87.
What's that, Jimmy? No, the first squadron I ever worked on was A7 Corsairs. A7 Corsair 2s, actually. And then after they had us there for a while, it was the oldest planes we had in the fleet at the time. And so then I got to start working on A6 Intruders. And then I was stepped up to F-14 Tomcats. And then when the F-18s came on, I got to work with them. But I also got to work in the common tower and the reactor room.
Them A6s are like cream of the crop, I think.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be the Navy's. They're supposed to be the Navy's Warhogs.
Yeah.
I guess these are F-18s over here too, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, these are F-18s. Okay, so you've got. Well, where's the rest of the planes at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 planes. Well, what kind of... This must be a baby carrier. Unless they got that many under deck. I mean, I wish it would tell me what carrier it is. It's aggravating me now. Oh no, it's the USS Theodore Roosevelt.
Really?
That's what it says. That's one of the new whatchamacallit classes, right?
Yeah, that's in the 70s.
So that's a Nimitz class. It doesn't look like a Nimitz class.
Yeah, because the Roosevelt came out once when I was get back. I think it came in 85.
Yeah, so let me see. I was on, what was I on, 68 or 69? What the hell was the Nimitz?
Mine was 62.
So, yeah, it's definitely a Nimitz class then, or some type of Marine class. It's well, we're just trying to figure out what it is, Jimmy. We're not 100% sure. Well, you know, you never know when you're looking at stuff.
Hold on a second.
Let's see. So we go back to the rest of our links.
Aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt. It's a Nimitz class. CVN 71.
Yep. It's Chris, no, I served on a Nimitz class. Well, I served on a Nimitz. That's not just a Nimitz class. I actually served on a Nimitz. Trump sudden debate withdrawal link to looming criminal sentencing legal experts. Bullshit. He don't want to debate because he don't know who she is yet. Air Force has 738 of these powerful combat aircraft. Where is this aircraft at? What is this thing? What is this thing? That looks kind of weird. Let's take a quick look. Some pictures right quick. No, what is this? This is one of these bait and switch things. Goodbye. Putin proposed ceasefire. Ukrainian ambassador raises alarm. Yeah, well, he might want to be regrouping people. You never know what he's doing.
They're waiting for Trump to get in.
That's what they are. NASA just scored a badly needed win. The best potential evidence for alien life yet. Woo woo, baby. No, I don't know what to tell you. No, we got to go in a few minutes. We were just, we always have a bunch of links, so we always try to clear them out at the end of the show once we're done with the polls, if we have time. A lot of times the polls run us over, yeah. It's all Shawn's fault.
That's mine.
It's Shawn's fault.
Because of the Fig Newtons. I went and bought some Fig Newtons.
Yeah, so I want to, Jackie, I want to see the poll that shows that we want 2 Californians running our country. I really do. I want to see the poll that says we want Kamala Harris and what's his face as president and vice president, Gavin Newsom. I want to see that poll. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, that says, according to Yahoo News, U.S. government polls conducted from January 19th to July 24th, Democrats don't have a clear favorite for the job yet. So you see, but they put up here, the poll shows the most popular choice for Kamala Harris. So it's 2 bullshits. One, that's not true because they don't even talk about the vice president. It's talking about there's no clear pick for the people amongst the president yet. I know, just so much bullshit you have to put up with.
Yep.
I don't know. Saints quarterback. Got rare skin cancer. Oh, get our quarterback fixed. J.D. Vance responds to children, cat ladies backlash. By who? See, I wouldn't even respond to that shit. I'd be like, whatever. Haley votes for Harris. Ignore Nikki Haley's warning letter after she knocks group. Well, they don't care about you. They're going to vote. That's their Kamala people. They keep trying to get that judge to fine Trump $450 million to recuse himself. They're saying a lot of the people who are helping Harris right now won't be helpful for long.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, let's see.
They're just making Obama happy right now.
How older Democrats are responding for the replacement of Joe. They're mad, angry, and probably will not vote for Kamala.
Yep.
I don't know. But yet she's so close in the poll. So it just tells you how much of this is lies.
I will tell you this. My mom is a big Biden fan. My mom is, right? And when she heard the news that he dropped out and Kamala went in, she was pissed.
Yeah, seriously. A lot of people are pissed because it's bullshit. No, Jimmy, because they don't want her. She's not duly elected. She didn't win a primary. She just was put in by some elite Democrats. Nobody wants her. That's the whole problem. Nobody wants her. I don't want her. Well, Mr. Cookie here wants her, but the rest of us don't want her. That's his new nickname, Mr. Cookie, man.
Mr. Cookie.
Mr. Fig. We just call him Mr. Newton. Yeah, okay, that's what we call him, Mr. Newton. It'll be a private joke. Well, for everybody listening, it's a private joke. But no, we got to go in a few minutes. What question do you have? Do I want to do what? Oh, I'd love to interview her, but she wouldn't interview me because I'd ask too hard of questions. She'd be like, "Oh, Joe, you're just so mean. Oh God, let me cry for a minute. Oh yeah, no."
Mr.
Or she'd be that ha 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 until I strangled her. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. That laugh makes me crazy. I'm glad I'm not a Democrat. As a centrist, I can just go, oh, turn it off. No, I have to listen to some of it because I do news. But I know I had about 15 more links, but I decided not to play because it was giving me a headache listening to her laugh.
Yeah.
Well, they're all stupid things. It's her talking like she's got this saying she does that makes absolutely no sense. Actually, she does a couple of different sayings that make no sense. One of the news reporters said he thinks it's because she comes from a Hindu background. Her mom was Hindu, and that's what she was raised as. Nobody's even talking about that. No, nobody's even said anything about it. I don't personally see where it matters, but in the grand scheme of the media, it will matter. Yeah. Well, it's a much different religion than a Catholic or a Baptist or a Jew or any of those religions. Muslim.
They don't
Jews, Muslims, and Christians are pretty much the same. Oh, I know y'all gonna all get mad at me, but the Christians, Jews, and Muslims are pretty much the same. They believe in one God with these prophets that told them what to do. It's pretty much the same bullshit. What do you mean? I didn't say God was bullshit. I said they were bullshit. Well, the Quran was not the Quran. None of the Bibles, none of the holy books were written by God. They were written by prophets.
And they weren't even written by prophets. Don't get me started on the Bible. It's too late right now.
It is too late. So, we may do a show on it in the future. And remember, people, all the Bibles that are more than 1,000 years old do not match the Bibles of today. They're different.
No.
They're different. Bibles be written several times.
Most of the thing in the Bible now, right, is from the King James Bible, which was the original.
Yes, the one that was rewritten so Henry could get a divorce.
Don't get me started. Not today. Not right now. I'm tired.
What's that, Jackery? So no, guys. No, we're going to go to what is the Quran. That all three of them, all three holy books were written by men for the control of men. That's what they were written for.
Exactly.
Well, Muhammad can be whatever Muhammad wants to be. Oh, look, dude, I lost a $180,000 a year job because I said Jesus was an astronaut. Well, let me rephrase that. I said Jesus could have been an astronaut. I didn't even say he was. Oh, yeah, this family that owned this company was so religious, it was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd just gotten promoted a year earlier. I was the number one GM. I just got a raise 3 days before they let me go. It was over that. They were honest about it. I should have sued him. I was stupid. I should have sued him. I could probably be retired now, or a crackhead alcoholic or something. But still, it was sad. It was sad. I was good at what I do. I'm always good at what I do, but still, because I take pride in myself and my work. Sort of. But we got to go. Any relevant questions? No, most of the polls have Trump still ahead. They tried to squeeze in some real hardcore liberal polls in there to make it look closer than what it is, but none of those are real polls that make any real difference. All the big polling companies have them losing. Even CNN and NBC has them behind. Don't hate on me. Look, I don't write the polls. We just read them.
Hey, listen, my show, Into the Night, with Shawn Kelly's on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights on this platform here, UPRN Talk Radio. And it's from 8:10 to 9:10. And we usually talk about cryptids, paranormal. And sometimes I just say what's on my mind. So please, if you're not doing nothing, come on Sunday or Tuesday night, 8:10, 9:10 p.m.
Okay, people. CNN says the race is tightening, but Trump's ahead by 5. I'm not sure that's tightening, but I'm not going to hate. I'm just happy that they're
How's that happen?
To be honest.
How does that happen?
I'm just glad that they're honest about it. Well, people, you can just type in ABC poll, CNN poll, stuff like that. New York Cena poll, Trump 48, Harris 47. It's not even nowhere near that close, but that's New York. People, don't forget, he's winning in New York. And you think he's going to lose the other states, right? Come on. And if he wins New York along with Florida and Texas, I don't even know if he can be beat. Yeah, I don't know if he can be. And he's pulling, and remember, he's gained 7 points in California.
And If he gets California, then it's a shoe. It's over.
So let's see. CBS News, Trump 42, Trump 52, Harris 48. They got Biden and Trump and Harris and Trump. Look at this. So Biden 47, Trump 52, Harris 48, Trump 51. Pretty much the same poll. NBC, Biden 43, Trump 45, Harris 45, Trump 47. Fox News, Biden 48, Trump 49, Harris 48, Trump 49. NPR. Now, I would be shitting if Trump was waiting on NPR. Biden 50, Trump 48, Harris 50, Trump 49. Yes. Yeah, and I'm watching this guy try to spin these polls on here. He's about to cry. Pennsylvania, again, Trump's up. Virginia, Harris is up. Everywhere else, Trump is up. Trump's winning pretty much all the polls. So that's NBC, people. You know how much NBC hates Trump. If they could get away with lying, they would. Well, yes, they would. But we got to go. It's past my bedtime.
Yes,
and I am freaking starving. This man got to go to work. I got to go get a hamburger or something because I am starving. My dogs are going to probably look at me like, Daddy, you ain't fed me today, you bastard.
Yeah. Hey, good night, Joe. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Y'all be good. Be sure to tune in to End of the Night on Sundays and Tuesdays. And I'm here on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So be sure to catch us all. And we'll see you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody else, Shawn, we'll see y'all Sunday. So have a good weekend. Stay out of trouble. Remember, vote Trump.
Yes.